Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Truly the Female Perspective. And happy Cinco de Mayo.
Woo!
So we all have a little bit of Mexican in us. Mine is tequila. I'm drinking a margarita. Shiro has a sombrero on. Nomi,
I think and sangria.
Oh, okay. Nomi, I think you have it in you.
I am full-blood Mexican.
Okay. And left eye might be Mexican. I'm not sure.
It's Cinco de May.
We'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, I just want to welcome you all to, I think this is our fourth episode, if I'm not mistaken, but we have a special guest with us, Nomi. Thank you so much for filling in last minute. Vex Electronica was unable to make the stream tonight. So Nomi was a godsend and she filled in at the last minute. So I really appreciate it. We had the chance to be on a stream together about 2 weeks ago. And then we met in Vegas. And she's just a doll. And so I'm so grateful you're on tonight. Of course, my regular girl, Shiro, who's always down for a good time. And her wonderful better half, my special guest, Left Eye Ego, because Filipino Meatball thinks the Suns in the playoffs is more important. Oh, look at you.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. The Suns being in the playoffs is actually pretty good.
Okay.
Good reason, not excuse, a reason to.
There you go. It's a good reason. I was all for it. And if you wonder why there's any good stuff going on my screen, like Ego popped up and there's some stuff happening, Cannoli Sasquatch is running the scenes, behind the scenes. So he'll be, I don't know.
The man behind the curtain.
Thank you. The man behind the curtain. So, before we address the chat, because I'm still learning how all this goes. It's only my fourth show. So before we address the chat, Cannoli, did you want to play that thing for me?
Oh.
I love it.
And I did not race swap or anything because that firm, he was a black gentleman.
Oh, that worked.
You're Dominican.
That definitely worked.
Yeah. So anyway, how about happy Cinco de Mayo? We made Ego tear up from laughter.
And you picked a great song too. That song is of my people.
Happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death. The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth.
I'm like that at work. That's spot on. That's pretty accurate.
That's all Cannoli's hard work. Oh my God. Okay. Well, there'll be more videos of Ego later because I made a special request to my tech nerds on the internet, and the Lambency show delivered.
He really
delivered. It was better than I could have ever asked for. So we'll get to that later. But I'm going to address the chat here. So Love It Ever After is here. Thank you for stopping by. Kelly Chow. Keely, probably.
Keely Chow.
Keely Chow. If we want to get to 30 likes, that might be nice. I'm not really sure. Lambency is commenting on laziness is a factor. Seems like too much effort. I'm not sure what context, but that's okay. All right. What else? We have my mother-in-law.
Oh, hello.
Stopping by. And Stephen, hello, sir. R2, he's the king of the Pinata Farms himself. I mean, he's the meme master is what I call him.
Yeah, he's great. I love him.
Oh, here, Shiro. This is for you, honey. She can't. They are in different.
He's like that kid who doesn't take off his favorite costume. Like,
I don't.
He's just been wearing it all week.
I was going to ask you if he's been wearing that all week. Okay.
Yes.
Hi,
Definitely
Mrs.
had yes.
R2. Thank you for
Mrs.
stopping by.
R2.
All right. Who else? Oh, Shield Wall. Hi, buddy. Thanks for
Oh,
stopping
Wall.
by. This is my mother-in-law's formally addressing us now as the Hey Lovely Ladies
Thank
and
you.
Left Eye. Yep.
I feel seen. Thank you.
You should. And then my daughter is always in the chat. Oh, here we go. Hi, Zax. I know. It's, you know what? This is the second stream he showed his guns. I'm not sure if he's trying to tell us something.
No,
He's
it's
just
hot.
trying to emulate that masculine energy to,
I gotcha. Well,
Or he's just trying to tell us that he is armed and dangerous.
Yes. Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's see if there's anybody else. Oh, Tabitha. Hi, Tabitha. Thanks for
Hello.
stopping by. It's ladies' night with an ego.
Hey.
I like this.
All right. So let's see. I guess. Oh, there's a lot of conversations going on. Oh, our Whitey. My favorite Whitey.
I just got back from McDonald's earlier, sir. Take that.
Listen, since I have a free voice, I'm going to say something. I back Whitey up 100%, and I'm going to tell you why.
Wow,
As a
okay.
vegetarian, McDonald's ain't got shit.
Yeah. True
Plain and
statement.
simple. Plain and
Take your best shot.
For speaking out against
You know-
White Bear.
obviously, this show is turning into an ego love fest.
Right?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Because
I am my
someone-
own favorite
Do
subject.
not feed the ego, okay? That's what I need to tell everyone.
My chain gets bigger with every
Like,
being on a
my
farm.
dad is also a mouth breather, like that pinata farm when he's sick. He's a mouth breather.
I am a mouth breather. Okay. Hear my suffering.
It happens. It happens. Well, maybe real quick then, before we get fully started with talking about all of the great, wonderful, lovely, beautiful stuff going on in this world, we're going to do something here real quick. You have to bear with me because I still am new at all this stuff.
Take your time. We're just
you.
here hanging out.
Right?
You know what? You know what? I like that attitude because that's kind of how it is. We're just hanging out with friends and people like to watch us hang out. So it's,
And you know what? I should probably crack open by Truly too.
Yeah,
And I
so
wanted to
much.
so I have this like dumb college trick. I kind of wanted to show it in Vegas,
Yes.
but I never had the chance because I guess I
show
was
it
too,
here, babe.
I was too busy socializing. But yeah,
That's okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Damn, girl.
yeah.
Right? Jeez.
Skills.
So that's how I was in Vegas.
Wow.
That would freak me out only because I've cracked this front tooth about 700 times and have to keep getting it fixed. So,
Really?
yeah, this one right here. I look like Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber. Look at Ego. He's still trying to figure out if his teeth are in his mouth. I know.
I'm Mexican, so I'm built tough.
That's
so.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm ordering a dentist appointment for myself.
No, never had issues with my teeth. I haven't had a cavity since I was 8 years old.
Dang,
what?
girl, knock on wood. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys missed Ego and Shiro's beautiful stream about their lovely anniversary, they talked about, you know, just a wonderful vacation trip that they went on, and then at the end they had this cute little video where Ego decided to do it's gonna be May instead of me. It's this whole thing. I mean, if you guys aren't hip to the game of this one, I'm sorry for you. So anyway, Ego did this dance by himself on his like back deck or something, and it was great, but this is better. I asked the tech nerds out on the internet. I said, can somebody please do a side-by-side for me of Ego dancing with them? And the Lambenson show, he delivered. And if you can't hear it, tell me right away because there's buttons you have to push, and I think I pushed them all. So, un momento, por favor. Oh, can you not hear that part?
That's,
It's low.
It's-
Can you hear it?
Yes.
That was I didn't say that. That was TV. TV has said that. What an abomination, Adrian?
Too much. You know how much I got roped into with that?
That was great.
Oh my gosh.
It was
how do
great.
I get out of here now? How do I
So
get
much
out
fun.
Hold on. Told you I would screw it up. So anyway, I just felt like we had to start the show off with that. And look at, he's here in real life. That person dancing in the video is sitting on my stream, and I'm very, very appreciative. So anyway,
I appreciate you putting up. That was a lot of fun. Thank y'all for bringing me on to get the female perspective with you guys too. So I'm ready when we have questions. I've been working on these all week. So gonna go from mild to wild. Ready to go.
I hear you. I hear you. So does anybody, before we get started, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of topics. Is there anybody that wants to bring up a specific topic that you have heard about recently you want to talk about? Or should we just start with maybe like the Met Gala or some stupid stuff like that?
Let's start with stupid stuff. Because I like hearing everybody's, take on these things.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll do some of the funnier stuff and then we'll get into some of the heavier stuff. Oh, real quick before we get started though, I'm not sure if you guys knew this, and I wanted to just put this out there. Did you guys see what happens now when you drink Bud Light?
No.
I've heard the rumors. I see if they're true.
There is a rumor going around. This is kind of why people aren't really drinking it anymore. And also there has been some information that Bud Light is now sending free cases to all their employees. That's a true story. This might not be true, but we're going to see. Hold on one second. So let me do this and share the screen. Oh,
see ya, left eye.
Well, maybe we should wait for him. Could he not handle the pressure, Shiro? There he is. Could you not handle the pressure?
No, my camera's being choppy, so I just had to refresh. That's all.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to miss this because this concerns you.
Oh shit. Go on.
Well, you're a man and we're women. I was told by reliable sources that boys have penises and girls have vaginas. Just throwing that out there. Isn't that from Kindergarten Cop?
Yes. That's exactly where it is.
Lies.
Yes.
I know. You walked into a hot mess. It's always a hot mess on the first Friday night of the month. Oh God, no.
Can you deal with a beer too?
I have depends on the beer, but yes.
Oh, they're standards.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to see this the next time.
Well, here's the thing.
You don't mean like a twist up. You mean just a can of beer, no me?
I could.
Well, I mean, they think a bottle. They want a bottle.
If Shield Wall wants a bottle, I'll do a bottle.
Whoa.
Please, one person's already in the ER. We don't want another.
I know. I'll just tweet at you guys yes, what happened?
Right. Wait till you get monetized.
Y'all will never guess.
Yeah. Oh, I'm probably going to get copyrighted for that video I just did because it's too long of a. I don't know.
The only place it gets blocked is in Russia.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. So I wanted to let you guys know that if you drink a Bud Light now as a man, although I'm not really sure what this is walking here, I'm not sure, but okay.
Hey, you want a Bud Light?
Oh, sure.
So just be careful. Just be careful because now Bud Light is filled with women's hormones and you'll just turn right into that. So be careful.
That's what I've been lacking this whole time. No, just kidding.
Yes, drink more Bud Light and you'll have those nails. Did you see those nails? I mean, if that's all.
This is my own biological female nails.
I had to pay for mine today. I had to get tips on because they're so sad. I was tired of gluing on my own nails, so I treated myself as an early Mother's Day gift. That's how you do it. You get shit done. You do it yourself. And I'm fine with that. I don't need to be showered with gifts. I just do what I do. I just get my own stuff, and I'm fine with that. Okay, so another funny thing. Let's see. I have a bunch of things. Oh, this is really funny. Okay, so we all know that the Met Gala was, I guess, this last weekend, or I think it's during the week.
It was earlier this week.
Okay, you're right, because they don't have day jobs. They just can party all during the week and stuff. Not like us,
because we're beneath them.
I know. So there's always some really weird people at these events. And did I lose the video? I thought, I have it right here. Okay. So anyway, Doja Cat decided that she was going to go as a cat, which was not appropriate. The dress was fine, even the outfit, but she went full on face makeup, and
so she had special eyebrows.
Oh yeah, and nose. She had a cat nose.
Oh,
now I don't know how old all y'all are in the chat and on here, but she kind of looks like the guy who played the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, the TV show.
Oh,
I know that. Yes.
Okay. It's awful. But here's how she conducted her interviews, though. It's not just the outfit. You guys wait for the full thing. It's just so beautiful. This is why Hollywood is just so amazing, and I really wish I was a part of it, because it's just great.
What is happening?
It's Doja Cat. Duh.
You got the audio on.
Interview.
I know. What?
Why does she look like a white girl?
The
with,
audio's not working.
Surgery.
She is half white. Well, I think it's just the makeup now. It's bringing that.
Hold on. I did click on the stupid thing. I clicked on the button. Let me try it again. This StreamYard thing is shit. It really is annoying.
When you present and the next tab, you got to hit include audio. I do it all the time.
There we go.
Yeah.
Share system audio. It's so annoying. I thought I hit it. I'm really sorry. So once again, let's do it again, because you really have to hear what she does.
How about this? Wow. I mean,
okay.
Who made it? Wow. Okay, so something a little different. So, what was your inspiration for tonight? Be honest with me and go into detail. Wow. So, what are you excited to see in there today? Is it your first Met?
Oh my God. I can't do it anymore.
This bitch is crazy.
Well, that's how Doja Cat was discovered. Before her music took off, she came out with a YouTube video, and it's just like her drinking, and she's like, "I'm a cow, bitch.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
I'm a cow. Yeah, that's one of her first viral videos.
It's it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, she eating a double cheeseburger and a milkshake. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I was like, get it, girl.
Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
No, it was just like, bitch, I'm a cow. She was just like in a cow suit eating a double cheeseburger, drinking a milkshake.
Bitch, I'm a
cow. I was like, man, she
So
going hard on that.
That's how she was discovered. Yeah. That's how she was discovered. Oh wow.
That's exactly
That's how she was discovered.
She was originally a rapper, and then they were like, you can sing too, and that's when she started singing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I know about her really is that she tried to convince people to do like colored eyebrow, like different colors of eyebrows and different, like when I say shapes, like not a shape eyebrow, but like squiggly lines.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I have.
So not a lot of people know about this, but I'm an eyebrow threader. So that is one of my professions. I've done that for 12 years for a company. I'm a very good professional eyebrow shaper. So when that trend took off, I had so many of my clients like, can you do this for me? Can you do this? And like a lot of those pictures were Doja Cat. Like, all right, as your eyebrow girl, I am against this, because once that hair is removed, it's going to take forever and a half to grow that hair back on your head. And once I do it, it's cool as a trend, but you're going to hate it afterwards.
Right.
Like,
I'm going to say something
everywhere.
Yeah. I'm okay with it dyeing, like the bleaching the eyebrows. I know that's a current trend right now. That's perfectly fine. But the thinning the eyebrows and making squiggly lines, that's something I'm against, because I know you're going to hate it. And
you know what I'm against? I'm against the fact that I was with you in person, need my eyebrows threaded so bad because I can't wax because I have an allergic reaction. You could have drunk threaded my eyebrows, and we could have done a YouTube video. That would have been great.
I have drunk threaded eyebrows before.
Have you? I do thread the eye because, like I said, so one time I got my eyebrows waxed just a few days before my best friend's wedding.
Oh no!
And my eyes, I almost had to go to the emergency room because my eyes I just can't do it. So I was doing threading, and there was a place in the mall right around here that I used to go to, but they've shut down. The mall closed, so I don't know.
Which mall, by the way?
Oh, Paradise Valley.
Broward 23.
Yeah,
that's the company I work for.
Okay. All right.
There you go. There you go.
After the stream, I'll give you some of my contacts.
Okay,
so,
good. Yeah, because I need to do some threading because, like I said, it's really not a good look after I get
of course.
waxed. So we have Doja Cat, which now I have more respect for because if she wasn't, if she came onto the scene like that, oh my god.
Hey.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, I don't know what I'll do with your kid. Maybe clean my house, or maybe go get a nice coffee with her and with them. But yeah, I mean, if you want me to thread your eyebrows, all you need to do is ask.
Yeah, no, it's for sure. I really want newbies here. So this is when we do a cannoli connection.
Oh, okay. I'm new to this.
I know. I didn't know he was going to do it. Like I said, for all you just tuning in, Mr. Cannoli's running the scenes. But actually, on the female perspective, Vex started. It's a vagina.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I was like, why are we throwing up an ace of spades?
It's called a P connection.
Oh,
Stop drinking.
I'm new to this, but I'm loving this.
White Bear's eyebrows are breaded.
Hey, I've seen it all. I've seen the most grotesque and gnarly eyebrows ever.
I bet.
Like, when you say grotesque, eyebrows? What do you mean by that? Like,
okay, it can be different as wire hard eyebrows, or
on women though.
Yeah, women and men.
Like they have a Santa Claus eyebrow, like an old man twisty eyebrow.
There's some women who like have no social awareness of what their eyebrows look like until their either their loved one comes like, hey, please help her, or please fix this. Like, okay, I can do it, no big deal. And then it could go from oily skin, and I know that's like a common thing with women.
Yeah.
And there's one woman, I loved her. She had a heart of determination, but I refused to do service for her because every time my thread barely touched her skin, she would instantly start bleeding. She just had super sensitive skin, and she's like, no, like I can't even get tattoos because as soon as that needle touches my skin, I'm instantly bleeding and I'm gushing like it's a health hazard. I'm using my mouth to hold the thread in my to hold the steady thread. So I can't do this. So she was so sweet. I'm like, I can pluck your eyebrows. That's as much as I can go. But as far as threading, I can't because it is a health hazard.
I have a question for you. This is the kind of people I draw to my show. I'm very sorry, Nomi.
No.
He wants.
I actually am curious about this too.
Okay, I have been offered, but I've never done it. There was one woman who was very adamantly of me to do a Brazilian on her.
Okay.
And I told her it's gonna be a bitch and a half for me to do that. Not because I don't want to do it. It's gonna hurt like hell.
And it takes a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say
it takes forever because it's gonna be one by one on the hair.
Yeah.
So just think of agonized. Just think of not the ready, but plucking one individual little eyebrow down there. Yes.
I have a quick question. Yeah. Who is that supposed to? I know as a guy, I'm probably not gonna notice, but I'm just like, who did you thread that for?
I didn't do it.
No. I'm just saying, like, if you were like, I'm gonna thread. I know. I'm just like, it's because if you're doing pubes, someone's gonna ask, like, hey, can you microblade my asshole hairs? Like, that's logistic.
You wax your butthole.
I told you, Nomi. I'm so sorry.
Okay, first of all, you can't I'm pretty sure you can microblade your butthole, but I would go against it because that's just tattooing hair on your butthole. Someone has offered me. It was a Brazilian service, but I said no. I think I gave her my starting rate was going to be at $90.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow. That's my co-host that normally comes on. He's a short
Damn,
little
Trujillo.
Filipino Asian man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm sure there's someone that can provide that service, but that ain't me. I'll let you know on that
I
one.
wouldn't let you get involved with him. He's something else.
Okay.
We love him, but he would.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you're having fun, Meatball, at the game. I hope the Suns win. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, so this is how our show goes. We just start talking about threading eyebrows, and it's interesting that you say that. There's a girl I follow on TikTok, and she is really just out there fashion wise, and she, shaves her eyebrows off so she can draw on those different things. And weirdly enough, she pulls off the entire thing that she does. Nobody's in there laughing his ass off, and I don't know what show he's watching because we're having. Oh, he's got some videos.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I apologize ahead of time for anything that may appear on this screen, as I am not in total control of my show.
I'm scared.
Oh, he's got an evil laugh going on back there, like an evil German laugh.
Oh God.
Anyway, so yeah, she pulls it off with the way that she does the makeup. I could never do it. I'm very simple in that regard, but I do think give props to the girls that can. Squiggly lines, and I don't know how she does it. But it fits her because she can do it.
Yeah, and that's something I also advise against is shaving your eyebrows, because for the girls, once you shave those eyebrow hairs off, it's going to come back thicker and harder on the hair.
Well, look, I live in San Antonio, so they do it already, and they just draw,
Okay, no, if you can find a
don't.
threader, yeah, like it's best to do that because it's more natural, removing the hair. It doesn't hurt. It lasts longer. Yeah, it doesn't screw up your skin.
See, I have to draw I have eyebrows, but they're very, I would love to do microblading because they're very, very thin. And I feel like for them to actually stand out that I do have to add some coloration to them. So, anyway, that's our eyebrow troubles for the day. You have a special Bud Light video. Did you want to play that, Cano?
Yeah.
You did not know what he's doing. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Jesus Christ.
God.
Tio Choco.
Right now.
However, I will
great.
say real quick that I'm not sure if you knew that Ego did go to the Met Gala.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I thought I recognized you.
How do I make
God
it bigger
damn it.
again, guys?
I knew I should have been gold that year.
How do I make it bigger? Control what?
That's what he said.
Just click on the picture. Just click on the pictures.
You need to work on your glutes there,
All right.
left eye.
Good Jesus.
I know.
There we
it kind of
go.
It was happening.
Hang on. There.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what Ego's been doing.
I needed money, guys. Okay.
You look
Well, my
good. You look
point
good.
Is it odd that they put up? I know the theme of the Met Gala was sort of like pearls and stuff like that, but they literally took a black man and put him in all white.
They did.
She did say that in our group chat.
Yeah, they spray painted him with like metallic spray paint and then just dotted those pearls.
Mm-hmm.
And,
So, can I ask a question here? Is
Yes.
this whiteface? Is this whiteface?
It's
I don't know what
albino
the fuck
face.
That is. That's
Albino. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take
albino.
it.
Yeah.
Like it's
Okay. So
face, but
I will. I'll provide context for this after I
Please.
say it. But
Okay.
I've worn that before. Context is important. Okay. So
Okay,
when
please.
you go to super, don't look at me like that, honey. Anyway, when you go to like comic conventions and you dress up as a character, like you wear tights, right? So because you wear tights, they're like, you have to wear what's called a dancer's belt, and it looks like that. It's supposed to like pull everything in, so you're not just letting it all hang out at a comic convention. So yeah, I've worn those. Only did it one time. That shit is uncomfortable. So I don't even know how he wore that a whole day, much less a few hours, because it's very uncomfortable. So again,
wow.
Well, yeah, you had to let that dig in your butt, dude. You have to dig it out.
It's so uncomfortable. It's like my nuts are in my liver right now. It's so restricting. Yeah, guys, don't wear dancing belts. Just put an extra pair of boxers on. Pearl face.
And then to answer Shield Wall, Shield Wall, I did learn it in India.
Yes, it is. You're absolutely right. Shiro is suddenly very interested in this. She wants to know if you still own that outfit.
It had to go. This is too much shame attached to it.
Too much shame attached to it. Okay. And let me ask you, when you went to this said event, what were you dressed up as?
The Flash. So like I went. Oh, that doesn't sound right in the context.
Ezra Miller Flash?
No. I went as Jay Garrick Flash. So the helmet that I have, if you look here, like that helmet, I wore the helmet. I had like the Flash leather jacket and boots and like some tights. And I had it. So it's on. If you check Instagram, it's on there. It was like for a few years ago, but it's like I wore it to that, and I was just like, this is way too uncomfortable. And I
would have just worn red pants.
He wore blue pants.
Oh, blue. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. Yeah. Ironically, I met Ezra Miller at that convention. Ironically, and I may or may not have a photo of it with him. Yeah. Before he got weird, and he really is like. Yeah, he really is kind of like frilly a little bit, but it's a playful way. But it's kind of where he like skipped to the stage. It was really weird watching it, but. Yeah, he's.
Well, thank God, because you could have been locked in his basement after that meeting.
I was going to say, did he ask you to go away with him? What happened?
No, it was in and out. We were in line for like an hour and a half.
I'm sure it was in and out.
Really?
In and out. I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, in and out. Fast service.
Cannoli, you got to
one and done.
Oh my God!
As long as you said no homo at the end, that's all that matters.
Oh, that's right. It erases everything.
I'm sorry. I should say pause. I'll say pause or no homo from here on out.
Oh,
y'all think guys aren't this bad? Guys will let things go and be like, okay, all right, you met it.
No,
okay,
they
y'all
would not get out of here.
They would. I get at least 2 or 3 of the phrasings, but y'all are like,
you have more than 2 or 3.
That's
what I need to know.
Because I was like, I pretty much had to wear a men's thong to a convention. And then I dressed up as the Flash, which is like, what kind of Flash? You're just wearing a trench coat? No, not that one. And I was like, I met Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
So it's like, given they let 2 or 3 of those slide before they were like, nah, that's gay.
Can I ask you why you chose to do the Flash and not something like the Green Lantern, which is your passion?
Because I've done the Green Lantern before. Like the first time, the first time I went was as a Green Lantern in Denver. So Shiro got me freshly squeezed lemonade juice? Oh, it's margarita mix.
Margarita mix.
I'm doing margarita, but mine's got the tequila in it, so there's no effing around.
Yeah, and El Partidino.
Those are dangerous ones.
It's
I know.
Keto friendly too.
Oh, this ain't no keto friendly. That's okay. I'm taking the night off. Taking the night off. So
we live in Vegas again.
I missed that. Let me tell you something. It was really hard getting back into the real world once I got home. I'm like,
gosh.
I want to be in the YouTube world. I want to just do fun stuff all day and create content and tell people my opinions. And
yeah, there's a good world.
No,
I know it's a fun world. I know it's hard to get there, but I tell you. Okay, so I guess I don't know. I feel like we're having fun, and I don't know if. Here's something fun. So, Anthropologie. And I don't shop there because I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe they have clothes that would fit my body type. I always thought there was, maybe they don't do that. Like, aren't they very petite clothes?
Yes.
Petite, and they only reach out, they only spread their brand to a certain aesthetic of girls.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between petite and juniors?
Junior
Sounds
is
the same
more
to
for
me.
like middle schooler girls, and petite is a particular size for girls who are
short.
smaller than small.
Petite is the woman did not grow into her birthing hips.
Yep.
She stayed an adolescent.
I love
Wouldn't
that.
she be in juniors though?
She
No,
could.
Well,
But she's also an
Is
adult.
is petite to make you feel better that you're not a juniors
well,
anymore?
no, and petite also is shorter, like leg.
So, for instance, if you needed like petite slacks, like say you were a grown woman and you had a business job and you needed like a petite business suit, the pants are a lot shorter than they would be for the average person. Say you're like 4'11", you'd be petite.
This is
So
a
you
lot
can't
of work.
find business slacks in the junior section. So that's why the petite section for you know what young women.
It's just a notch above juniors.
Yeah. Hold
Okay.
on one second.
I'm too sure. Really?
Honey, just like when you were a kid and they had husky, same thing.
Don't do that. Don't go back to that. No, so that was 7th grade. That was only 1 year. I should never have told you I was a 16 Husky. I never should have told you that ever. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Don't want it back. Okay.
No, we all go through different
Exactly.
sizes and changes, and some of us had to shop in the big girl section for a while, and some of us can shop in the junior sections. Me, I mediate between a lot of different sizes depending on the day. Yes, go ahead, sir.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Because it bothers me that y'all's numbers for clothing doesn't make sense to men in general. Would
Okay.
y'all be okay with small, medium, large, and extra large if it were universal? You go into any store and you're one of those sizes.
I really wish it was.
Okay.
I don't know why they
that
have
would be
jeans
nice.
that are 27 around the waist. I don't know what the hell that means. For
I'm
I don't know what
30.
that means either.
I'm 32 around the waist in men's, so that's as much as I know.
See, there you go. No, it's confusing. I don't like
Okay.
it either.
Yeah. And in
Okay,
women's, like
just-
you have a size, but every brand is typically might be a different size in.
Right. And that's
Like,
what's
it's not
frustrating too, because a large in one size, like I ordered an extra large tank top from our merchandise company and it's friggin' huge. And then Joker's merchandise company, his extra large is just right. So it just depends, like the sizes. That's why when people go and they go shopping and they just pull any size off the rack, they're like, oh, an extra large always fits or a large. It's not necessarily true because they all fit so differently.
Right.
And so my daughter drives me crazy because I tell her she needs to try shorts on, especially like jean shorts, because they all fit differently. And so my point is Anthropologie, which I've never shopped at because I'm not fancy enough, and I've never shopped at Aeropostale or Abercrombie and Fitch because I've always felt like they don't have clothes for my body. Actually, I lied. I got a pair of jeans from Abercrombie one time on sale and I loved them, but usually I can't. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is Anthropologie got some crap today. They released a like a campaign for some of their summer clothes, and they posted it on Instagram, but they turned off their comments. That's always sus, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you, and I want you to tell me what you feel is maybe a wrong representation of this video. Just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, let me know what you guys think. I don't think there's any music. It's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
So
I mean,
a
I can-
man.
That would be correct. Yep.
That's a dude.
Yep. So I'd like to make a point here that women don't have shoulders like that. Women
Or a
don't have,
dog.
I was just to say we don't have a sausage between our
But
legs.
even so, like, okay, so I don't know if there was music on that. But you don't need music to get the point. So the whole thing of it is that I don't understand why we keep doing this and keep using men to show off women's clothing when our bodies are remotely not even the same. What are your thoughts?
So my thoughts on that, first of all, I hate the fact that they're using men to show off the brand in their clothes.
Yeah.
That doesn't want me to go to Anthropologie and get that frilly skirt thing, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah.
it turns me away. That's just bad marketing, in my opinion. And of course, there's those progressive women like, oh yeah, it looks good. No, like I would love to see a woman who has the same body shape as me, like what you were saying, Mrs. Cannoli, that most of those clothes didn't fit me. Abercrombie and Fitch, Hollister.
Oh yeah, I've never been any of those stores. I've never felt comfortable walking in to any of those stores ever.
Yeah, and then now we're in a generation of inclusivity. And that's still excluding me. Like, okay, yeah, you can be a part of it, but you're not this 6'2" guy who has broad shoulders and can dance like that. I have no grace.
And there's no chest, and the shoulders, you're right, are different. And it's just, that's not a woman's body at all.
It's not realistic.
That's not even a realistic man's body, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
True statement.
You know, and so, hi, Hypnotic. Thanks for dropping by. So Shira, what do you think? Does that make you want to run out and buy those clothes because it looks so damn good on that skinny ass man?
Well, so point taken right there, right? Like one prior when they had like very thin, like the supermodel era where you didn't eat to get on the runway kind of thing. Like it was a tall, skinny woman.
Yep.
Now they have replaced that with this very thin, tall, skinny man who probably does ballet and is like
definitely does ballet.
Any body shape that we typically see a male in, right?
Yep. Yeah.
It doesn't make me want to go buy their clothes. You've still presented sort of like, you know
what what I always think too is that, I've struggled with my weight for many, many years. I'm always up and down. I'm always just like, it's always something I'm trying to work on. I was, about 50 pounds heavier for a couple of years. And then Cannoli and I decided, and that'll be our next topic about exercising. You just wait because Mrs. Cannoli's going to fucking oof. But anyway, so I've been a larger girl. I've been a much, after I had my daughter, I lost so much weight. I was the skinniest I had been since high school, but I was also 28 years old. Your body reacts differently at certain ages and whatever. But my point is that I do appreciate,
Mrs. R2.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I do appreciate how now they are doing, like, for instance, I've noticed Khloe Kardashian, her Good American, campaigns always have all sorts of different sizes of women. And I appreciate that because I don't know if you guys have seen the advertisement where this was really weird. And I don't know how this would work, but they had an advertisement where there was one pair of skinny jeans, stretchy jeans that anybody from a size 10 to a size 18 could fit into.
Oh, like Sister of the Traveling Pants or whatever.
Oh, I love those movies. Yes. So but the thing is it all ego. I mean, Roman, what are you talking about? You're a fine weight, sir.
We're gonna kick Ego out. He's not that great. I live with him.
I'm being insufferable next week when she comes home. She knows this. She's trying to bring it down now. She's getting ahead of it.
So anyway, I'm really getting tired of all of these things. And so to bring up the next subject before the workout thing, speaking of this, so I don't know if you guys saw it, but so Dylan Mulvaney, unfortunately, I have to refer to, I'm just going to say this person because you're not allowed to.
I was going to say, you can't say his name, right?
Nope. You can say the person's name, but you cannot assume the gender.
Oh, shit. Did I just fuck this up? My bad.
That's okay. I'll just cancel you, bitch. It's okay. It wasn't me. It was her. It was all her.
Just say Dylan.
We could just say DM. Like, that's his initials, DM.
So DM, unfortunately, was the spokesperson for EOS, which is has a bunch of different products. It has like skin moisturizer. It has those little round
egg-looking chapsticks. Yeah.
So they also have a shaving cream. So there was a campaign, which I don't believe I can find anymore because it has been erased. Large, small, medium, and yeah, exactly. So anyway, Dylan Mulvaney was the spokesperson for EOS and did a commercial where they were using the shaving cream, but they were using it to shave off their
mustache. Yeah,
and it just it pissed me off so much because it's just such a slap in the face. Again, you're mocking women. I mean, I do understand women do have upper, you know, we do, but have you girls and even Ego ever seen a commercial for any women's products for shaving where they have not just been shaving their legs or their bikini area? Have you ever seen a commercial where they're shaving their face?
No.
I saw one where they should.
Not at all.
Exactly. Now, some women should shave their face. Some women do have mustaches, and that's okay. And listen, some of us Sicilians have extra hair in places we don't want. That's beside the point. My point is the commercial was appalling again. It was an insult, and I think a lot of people said something, and it was taken off, and you can't find it anymore. So,
Oh, wow.
I'm just really tired, and I know I say this every stream. The new slogan of this podcast is to make real women great again. Real women.
Yeah. I do agree that you know how I feel about this. I said it, I think I said it last month. Like, it's the mockery for me. You do you. If you feel the need to present as a woman or fully transition as a woman, that's your prerogative.
Yes.
Right. But the things that DM is doing and the ads that are coming out, it's yes, there is a population who also wants to see that, but it's such a minority. And then the way that they are doing it, like they're taking all women and say, "Oh, you're dumb, stupid, and frilly, and you don't have anything else." And
or you don't have the bodies to show a nice dress. Nomi, what were you going to say, hon?
Something about Love It that she said something. That DM has all these connections. Well, yeah, because he's sucking dick. That's his connections. That's what he's doing to get to the top, to make sure that we will stay on the bottom. And he gets all the fame and gets all the endorsements and money.
Well, in the list, like Vex was showing us in our chat, like the problem is with this stream is that it's only once a month. And there is so much that just goes on within a month. And I have to go back through my chats and just look and try to pull things, but it's really hard. But one of those things were all of the endorsements still that DM is getting. And it's really frustrating that this person is getting so many endorsements for products that, let me tell you something. I would much rather see a woman who doesn't feel pretty because of, say, like they had, like an abnormality on their face, or they were in an accident or a burn victim or something like that, get the opportunity to feel beautiful and be a spokesperson for a makeup company.
They tried that with Winnie Harlow. And y'all don't know who that is.
No, who is that, hun? She's
got vitiligo, but she's got vitiligo to her lips.
She's the beautiful, like is she a black woman with the white?
Yeah,
I've seen she's gorgeous. She is still everywhere, but there's more people like her.
Yeah, right. And I'm actually kind of glad that we're talking about this because in my years of beauty industry with working with eyebrows, and Miss Kelly, the company that I worked for, I've had so many women come up to me, and there's some who are confident who they are and what they like in their eyebrows. That's perfectly fine. But there are so many women out there in the world, they don't know where to start. They don't know because they either never was taught, they didn't have a female role model to show them their way.
Yep.
My parents are from Mexico. My mom had no idea of anything of like beauty or what your eyebrow should look. I had to learn on my own. I went all the way to freaking India, and some lady.
Oh, that was a true story. I did not know. I thought he was joking.
No, it's a true story.
She was lying.
I was a joke. I thought it was an inside joke. Sorry.
No, it really. Everything that I say, it is true.
Okay.
But yeah, I went to India, and some lady had a makeshift little salon studio on the side of the road. Pulled me onto a chair. I was like, "No, ma'am, I don't need this done." She's like, "No, you have thick, ugly eyebrows. I need to do." And he said this in full English too. Okay. You have ugly eyebrows, and I need to do this. I was like, "Okay, I've never been."
But you know what though?
Before.
You appreciated that, didn't you?
I did, because she taught me the skill at the time. Like, this is the stupidest skill ever. Came back, got a career out of it, and in that career, I've learned so much of the beauty industry, of learning how to do good makeup and knowing what to do with your eyebrows, how to shape it. I wouldn't say I taught. Half of it was self-taught, and the other was learning as I went. Yeah. And to those women who did come up to me like, well, we don't know where to start. We don't know anything. Like, what should we do? Because like, One was more of like, I don't know how to get dates and I don't feel confident about myself. Like,
Right.
that's what irks me so much about DM doing all this, because has the money, can get facial reconstruction surgery and present himself looking female, when there's real women in the world who don't know where to go.
Yeah,
and
they
have
don't
advice.
feel womanly. They just feel like the ugly duckling that no one, you know.
Well, and seeing that makes you feel it's a mockery of how you already feel as yourself. Because then you have these men, if you see, oh, you know what's interesting? If what White Bear said? No. Let me tell you guys something. I'm not even kidding you. Hold, please. You want to talk about a transition? Hold, please. No. Hold, please.
I'm gonna open my other Truly with my mouth.
Okay, here she goes. Wow. So there's a new thing. There's a new thing now, people. Okay. It is no longer, let me read it to you. We are now doing, the new thing is, wait for it, from transgendered to transabled. People are now pretending to be disabled in order to get more attention.
Oh, yeah.
That is true. Let me see if I can.
My shit's real, y'all. Okay. And I'm not faking saving the contact. Letting y'all know right now.
I was going to say, honey, do you want me to be transabled? And then
No, because you're not going to do that shit. You're going to make yourself disabled where you don't walk. So I have to carry you everywhere.
Oh, I do like that one.
There you go.
Copa, I've had that as well. And that was not fun. But yeah, I've heard that this is a popular trend now, being transabled.
Yep. And then if this isn't enough for you, if you need to go further, you can do this. Just a moment. So now people are, instead of pretending, are actually going all the way through. This just popped up on the social media this week. This is now very popular to go ahead and give yourself something to cry about.
Yep.
Do you have any regrets about taking your own vision or the process with which?
I don't have any regrets taking my vision. I believe I should have been born blind, and I'm happy the way I am. I do have some regrets about the way I did it, but in the end, I'm happy the way I am.
Dr. Phil.
Hard.
Really hard.
What the fuck is happening right now?
I'm not going to lie. I thought that was a chick from All That. I was waiting for her to say, hello, my name is Collie Muldoon.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
So now people are either pretending to be disabled or disabling themselves because they think it'll do more for them in their world. And she feels like she should have been born blind. I don't understand. People are friggin' crazy. Crazy.
I mean, she got what she wanted, though. She's on Dr. Phil's show.
She did say, I watched further in this clip, and she did say that she wishes she would have, or I don't know if she mentioned it already, she would have done it differently to blind herself.
I heard she blind herself.
So she poured bleach. Yeah, I've read she's been around. Her article's been floating around for years now. She bleached her eyes so she can go blind. And that was the thing. Like, she made herself blind because she was jealous of people being disabled.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question. Is she in therapy now? What is happening?
It's just
so there was
people who want to make themselves victims, who want the attention for the wrong reason. So they will go out of their arms, like out of their way, to make sure that attention is on them. No one else will have it.
There was a movie a while back that Nick Stahl did, where he played an actual guy that was supposed to be immobilized in a wheelchair, and you watch the movie and he's in a support group, but you find out that he actually hit somebody with his car and made them paralyzed, and he took on the grief so badly he paralyzed himself, like mentally. So he from then on, he's like, I've always been in a wheelchair. And so he meets a girl and his life starts turning around, and he starts figuring out that, oh, my legs work. And he finds out the group that he's been in is for people that have hysterical disabilities. Like, one person wants their arm amputated. The other one's like, well, I can't walk either, but they really can. So it is a thing. There's is a big.
They're lazy. That's what they are.
But that's
Yeah.
a legitimate thing, and they don't actually know that they.
No. Some of them know they
Okay.
aren't, but play at it. The other ones, like the Nick Stahl's character, they might actually believe so badly that they are that can happen. So like they're like, if you don't lose the muscles, you'll lose them. So if you don't use your legs to walk after a time, you technically might be paralyzed because you don't use the muscles. So yeah. Mental health.
Yeah, it is.
No, it really is. I don't understand now the whole thing where people are pretending to be disabled. I mean, this
shit ain't cool. I'm telling you.
And those who really are disabled are taking offense to that.
Yeah,
Like,
shit
you're
ain't
perfectly
cool.
Well,
good.
okay, welcome to our world where men playing dress up, we're taking offense to it. Knock it off already. I will tell you though, speaking of which, I did Vex did send this information to me. So there are recently 16 states that have banned medical mutilations on children. These states no longer allow doctors to prescribe hormones, puberty blockers, and perform gender reassignment surgeries. So we have Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Utah, and West Virginia.
Come on, Texas, where you at?
Arizona too, but we've become a purple state. It's funny because you know,
Yes, you probably.
all those states seem to have something in common, and they definitely I mean, Arizona. I don't know. We have everybody coming from California, and they're turning our red state purple. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it sucks.
So I don't know if we're gonna get in the game, but at least we have states that are doing that because it is. There was an article that I had pulled up where Washington passed a law allowing children to legally be taken from their parents if the parents don't consent to gender transition.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to catch a couple cases. If I'm gonna catch one, I'm gonna catch all of them.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I just don't understand that. Like, I don't understand. I have a 15-year-old, you guys, and here's the thing. So about a month ago, she decided she wanted to be full blonde. Okay, a month ago. Okay, full blonde. You know how much money and work that took for me to do full blonde?
A lot of fucking money. Yeah.
Really?
I did it myself. Well, I did it
It's a
myself. It took
process.
six hours. That was one session, and about $80 plus extensions. It's a whole thing.
Are we saying platinum blonde or just like Britney Spears blonde?
Britney Spears with a hint of platinum.
Oh, okay, that's a lot. Okay.
That was 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago.
Strip that hair color too.
Tomorrow, she's going back to black because she don't like it. So, she's 15. She can't even figure out her hair color. How are these kids going to figure out what gender they want to be? Because they see something and they think it looks cool. It's cool for a minute.
We don't know how high school was. Like, you know what I mean? You had these different groups who did different things or dressed a certain way, and that's what they were classified as. But then you meet them years later after high school or whatever, and it's just people.
Yeah,
just people.
I
had a thing.
I was an emo kid in high school.
Wow.
Yeah. And the funny thing about it, I was homeschooled too. But
yeah.
Makes sense. But that was
I was homeschooled too. Yeah.
I had a personality of like emo because I loved the emo music back then. I still do. I'll bust out my album like that. But that was just it really was a phase, Mom. But here I am, an adult, and hanging out with you guys with my natural hair color that I've had for a while now. I outgrew it. And yeah, Mrs. Cannoli, you're right. Like, it's just a fad. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
At that time, it like me as a kid, like, yeah, I want to have my hair red. I want to have all this. I want to have like the big poofy scene queen hair and with a little cheetah print on it. And I grew out with it because like I knew I had to get a real job someday.
And it wasn't
permanent,
right? Yeah. But now, like how I just said, like I have to get a real job. I had my nose pierced too. I took out my nose piercing because like I want a career. I don't want this image to affect me. But now we have crybabies out there like, no, you're gonna have to accept me for what I am, accept my pronouns. I'm a guy and I want to wear dresses because that's how I am, and you're gonna have to do it because if not, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
You know what was interesting though? I don't know if you guys, I know Shiro does partake in the Whatever podcast, and I think she watched the episode I watched with a transgender person. Yeah, the one with the pink tank top. And I'm going to tell you right now.
That was a tank top?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crying for help.
Or it was a
Crying for help
dress.
is what it was. Crying for
I
help.
don't know.
Okay.
But let me just say, props. I did like that person. I really loved what they stood for. I liked the way that they understood people didn't want to go into the same bathroom as him.
Sorry, don't even interrupt. But Corey,
Yeah.
my name actually comes from a band that is considered an emo band. So
Really?
yeah. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Corey. But yeah, I straighten my curly hair every day. Isn't your hair? Yep.
I'm trying to find the picture of this the person, but I don't know if it's going to be on.
That was scary.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Well done.
This is what happens when okay, bye Hypnotic. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
So this person here I thought was pretty interesting. Oh, hi girls. Thank you.
It's girls' weekend.
We love it. We love it. Thanks for sharing her. Oh, she muted herself again. She keeps muting herself, Ego.
She's telling me, go on, girls. Oh my goodness gracious.
Woohoo.
Yeah, no, Shieldwald is absolutely right. That's what bothers me so much is it's such a permanent long-term decision. And like I've said on other streams, you guys, I've been in this. I've been in the situation with my child who questioned her gender, and it was heavy. It was heavy for a while. And it really gets people, especially who suffer from mental health issues, and it takes advantage of them because it makes them think that they're doing the wrong thing. And the influence is so huge that it takes a toll on your young kid. And
So, Miss Cannoli, I have a question for
Yes.
you. So, as your daughter is sort of going through this, was she in school or at home school?
Back and forth. She's been like, she'll always start that first half of the school year in regular school and then usually ends up doing homeschool towards the second half of the year. But it was never, it had nothing to do with where she was at, which was interesting. It was more of what social media had to offer and more of how confusing things can be for a young person. And then when you have everybody telling you it's okay if you want to be another gender, you can. It's okay. Just do it. And, like I said, we struggled for about 2 years with this exact concept. That's why I'm so passionate about, parents really needing to make sure that they're there for their kids. And, she's out.
Wherever they place might have spotty internet where they're staying. She probably hit the refresh button by accident.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why I'm so passionate about device not connected. Yeah, she's struggling there for a minute.
Yeah, it should be there.
Because it really is an issue and it affects our kids. And I could not imagine if I lived in Washington and my daughter was really, really gung-ho on going through with, gender affirmation and being taken away from me because she was having a point in her life where there she is. A point in her life where she just felt like she wanted to do something different. She thanks me all the time for not allowing her to go through with that decision because it wasn't the right one for her.
So really my real question is actually not really around her, but around the adults around her who were probably maybe hearing of her struggle. Yeah. Did any of them seem to interfere with you or help you in any way, or what
You
was
mean
that
like my support system around me?
Not just your support system, but let's say she's in school and the people around her at school, were they?
Yes. Okay. So they were awful to her. So when she was in middle school, that's when she was really going through it. And she would unfortunately go to school one day looking very tomboyish, and then the immediate next day being very girly looking. And it was very confusing for her friends. And a lot of her friends did not stick with her and did not support her when she was going through it. So yeah, it was a huge struggle for her. And it got to the point where she just didn't want to go anymore because she was so confused with who she was and she didn't know who she wanted to present herself as every day. And so I think that was a really big struggle too for her. And then, just not having the support from a lot of her friends, and then she would get made fun of and stuff. Yeah.
But so as far as adults go, did any of your adults try to tell you should do one thing or another or push you another way?
Not one person did, because I never took it that far.
Okay.
So the joke is that we have a gas station out here. It's called QT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got that. We got them out there doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and the whole thing is they have a safe haven spot with a sign where you can leave a baby.
Oh, okay.
So the joke is just my coworkers who I've known for 20 years. I knew them before I had Juliana. They're like, just leave her at QT. And I'm like, the joke was I can't find a box big enough for her. She's 15. To the point where you just don't know what is right and wrong. And so it got to the point where, I supported whatever she wanted, but I knew what she wanted. And I knew in my heart what the outcome was going to be. And it took its toll for a while. But at the end of the day, I said, okay, if this is what you want, live this way for a year. And if this is who you want to be, then we'll go from there. But it didn't last, because that's what I don't understand. I wonder how many people living these lifestyles right now are going to stick with it and be happy.
Yeah. And there's a lot of detransitioner stories are coming out.
Yeah.
And they're telling you, they're being realistic about the hardships and the things that they went through, or even that haven't reverted, where they say, oh, it's not permanent, a lot are coming out saying like, yo, this is like serious, and it's not something that we should let kids do.
Yeah, no, it's absolute truth. Ego just sent me
it's for one of my questions regarding the women. Once we go up from
what?
Women.
I'm just gonna talk about this one more subject that I really wanted to talk about, and then I want to get to the questions, because that's my favorite part of it. So sorry. I've left my husband in charge. I'm really sorry. It just happens. I don't know when it's coming. He just throws shit up there, and
it's okay. It's all part of the show.
I guess so.
We're all having fun.
This is a little bit, this just, like I said, I really wanted to talk about this a couple weeks ago, and I should have just jumped on and done a stream, because it bothered me so incredibly much, because this has to be a joke. She can't be real. So it's about 2 minutes. We don't have to do the whole thing, but we'll get through it. And then I want your opinions on what this lady has to say, and then we'll talk about how I think she's crazy. But if you guys agree with her, I want to hear it too. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Let's share this. This just, I don't know. It really, really bothered me a lot.
Another great question. This person is asking if there is any time in which intentional weight loss is not fat phobic. I'm going to say 99.9% of the times, if you are intentionally losing weight, it is fat phobic. I'm leaving that 0.01% in case I am truly, truly wrong, but I don't think I am. And here's the reason why. I'm not saying if you exercise and happen to lose weight, that is fat phobic. I'm not saying if you start a medication and you happen to lose weight, that is fat phobic. I am not saying that if you're going through any type of, illness and that is altering your body in some way, that is fat phobic. I'm saying when you are intentionally exercising to lose weight, altering your diet to lose weight, doing any activity intentionally to lose weight is fat phobic. And the reason why is because you are intentionally attempting to make your body smaller to fit into what narrative? The narrative that smaller is healthier, even though we've already discussed why that's not true. I know there was another comment on this video that said something along the lines of, when I'm lighter, I don't have as many issues with my mobility. And that may be a correlation, but it doesn't necessarily mean that actually is a causation, especially if you are not in care of somebody like a physical therapist that is specifically certified or has previously practiced physical therapy.
Okay, I can't anymore with her. So she
Please.
basically, we got the gist of it. Go ahead.
Allow me to mansplain this.
Please go.
Yeah, I
Go.
want to hear your perspective.
My man left me for a skinny bitch, and all skinny bitches can kick rocks. Okay, I don't care how you feel about it, because evidently everyone sees my big glasses and my nose ring, and the fact that there's no man behind me and there are no pictures. So this is all I have left. Please respect my delicate time at this time. Okay,
That's not the first time I've heard that though. From it's not just her. I do hear that a lot, and
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
she was half right. She's half right. So I will say that if she said if you're trying to fit it just to be skinny, well then that's not necessarily healthy either, because there's the skinny fat people. There are people that are significantly underweight. However, fat phobia, or saying fat phobic, that actually is the right word to describe it, because phobia is literally something meaning an aversion, a fear, loathing, or a horror to something. And if you are obese or morbidly obese, you should be afraid of the fact that you have increased risk for diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, death, cancer. Like, you should technically, fat phobic is the right word to put into that. So
okay, Mr. SAT.
Right.
All right.
I mean, she can read, just she can't comprehend that well. There's a breakdown there.
Yeah.
You know, I if you got the side nose ring or the bull ring and you're trying to tell me about health, I'm like,
no.
You sure? So yeah, plus
like she's trying to educate
always.
us with like her health, like her take on health while she's downing.
I think she's a psychiatrist or a doctor of some sort for the mind. So that really
she's a what?
Oh, wait, she's a mental health counselor.
Oh, she's definitely fucking crazy. My ex was a psychologist, out of her goddamn mind.
So
Scariest stalker I've ever had. Huh?
She gives into the delusion.
Let me ask
she
you
did.
Guys, let me ask you guys a question.
I'm sorry. We were together for like 7 weeks, and she was like, "Did you love me?" Oh no, bitch! I didn't really get a chance to know you. It was 7 weeks, and a snowstorm was in one of those weeks.
Okay,
like 6.5.
That's later.
Sorry.
What's your question?
Sorry.
Let me ask you guys a question. What? Have any one of you here on the panel ever exercised to not lose weight? Have anybody here exercised to bulk up? Okay, so that's different. So you said you've exercised not to lose weight, but to bulk up. Okay.
Specifically. Yeah.
Okay. And ladies, have you ever exercised to lose weight, or do you just exercise for fun?
Both. Mainly because I see like the health benefits. I sleep better. My cravings.
No. She said it doesn't matter. When you're lighter, it's not always better.
But she can live her own truth. Right. This is my truth. I don't give a fuck what she thinks. Shadow Wall in the chats probably knows what I'm talking about. I am working hard to get that queen possum bod. And like
queen possum, what?
There's a video. There's a video of a girl somewhere in Texas. She's at a bar, and there's a wild possum that runs around the bar, and she caught the possum by the tail with her bare hand, fearless. But her bod was amazing. Like it wasn't thin, it wasn't like voluptuous, but she had like the perfect amount of beauty of thick but still fit.
The queen possum. I'm looking at her now. Okay.
Yeah, not necessarily like toned and like shredded, but
she was like,
yeah, you're looking at it. But yeah, like that body was a beautiful body to me. I was like,
it was real quick on that, Shiro. Real quick on that up.
Because Possum Queen, Texas actually comes up. I'm trying to figure out where in Texas it's supposed to be.
It was on his.
I think it was like Fort Worth or something.
It's on his browse history.
See, I'm from El Paso, so I'm like, man, I want to be an El Paso possum queen, but we don't have possums here. We got
that statement drove me crazy, because you're right. Exercise isn't the only thing, but I will tell you, diet can only do so much. People have always asked, how did you lose your weight? And I'm like, I really hate to tell you, it's really shitty, but diet and exercise. And it's like, nobody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is I haven't exercised as much lately because of this YouTube thing. And you can tell, like, we're in the kitchen, like my kitchen's right over here. We're trying to change all this to a podcast area, but So like on the days that cannoli is streaming, I can't work out because I try to eat and fast, and it's a whole freaking thing. But I did notice my body changed a bit after I stopped working out so much.
Yeah.
And I like how I feel when I work out every day, even if it's just for 20 minutes. And like she said too, medication can help. Like I do take a specific medication for, I don't know if women are familiar, you know, when you have polycystic ovarian syndrome, you're insulin resistant and you tend to not break down your insulin. So you can take a medication that helps with the insulin resistance. And in return, it helps you kind of keep your weight down. So, yeah, he's Shield Wall's right. Nomi's like smoking.
Oh, thank you.
You looked really cute that night in your little cowboy boots and them shorts.
Oh, thanks. I wanted to go as comfortable as possible and not burn up because it got a little toasty in there.
Girl, my extra hair was on fire. I was about ready to get it out. I was like, it is hot in here.
Yeah.
So,
and then also, like, I know you and I talked about this while we were there. It's like, there's a shitload of people here. And now I'm getting claustrophobic. Yeah,
I know it was a little bit too much in there. So, but anyway, I just think this lady's crazy. And yes, stress weight is a real thing. And I'm going to tell you, I've noticed lately now I am a woman of a certain age, so we don't lose weight like we used to back in the day. And I have noticed that the stress belly is certainly a thing. Yeah, she did look good at the meetup.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you.
She's a hot girl. So yeah,
I
stress weight is definitely a thing. You can work out all you want and eat all the same foods and your body just changes right before you and you have like no freaking control and it's really depressing sometimes.
Yeah.
So this bitch to tell me, you know, that's another thing though. I don't understand why we can't just be acceptable of every shape and size. We have to make a big deal about it. We have to say exercising is transphobic. That means if we exercise, we don't love bigger people. I don't. Do you see the point? Like, I don't understand why everything has to be a thing all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's also another viral TikTok video that kind of pissed me off a little bit. It's like, I have friends who are on the heavier side, like heavy set, but this TikTok video is a girl's like 5 ways to support your fat friends. I was like, what does this mean?
That's really rude. That's super rude.
And she's a heavy girl herself, but she's like, call the restaurant ahead of time before you go there to see if they have fat-friendly seating. Like, who does that? Fat-friendly seating? Who calls ahead? Like, we just go. If there's room,
so tired. I'm tired of the obsession over looks and everything. And I really just wish we can go back to women just being women of all shapes and sizes. Let men be men and let the gays be gays and just leave them alone. Like if that guy who does the anthropology wants to be a flamboyant gay man, let him be, but go. I don't know. It's just frustrating because I think everybody tries to find their place.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily the place you need to be. And I think there's a lot of crossover.
Everybody's trying to find their identity and they will steal that other identity to make it their own and make them more unique. Yeah. And it's just terrible because people don't know how to find originality anymore. And that's what's going on in today's culture in movies. Like everything's copy and paste. That's the society that we live in.
Yeah, it is. And what really bothers me too is that I don't know how you guys feel. I think we've talked about it before. Spice it up, Joker. I don't know why we also have to see ourselves in everything also. I do understand. I do feel like we should see ourselves in clothing ads and stuff like that, because if it looks like it would fit our body type, that makes sense. But I don't need to see myself in a movie. I don't need to see myself in a TV show, but it is nice to see yourself in a clothing ad where you think, oh, that style would work for me. I'm okay with that. Because you're selling something to the people.
Yeah.
You know?
I just think this shit's nothing that's new. I mean, what is it? I don't know if y'all ever saw Tu Wong Fu in like 1995.
No, I've heard of it though. It's
really
weird.
You should watch it. It's actually pretty good.
It's good.
John Leguizamo was a drag queen, correct?
John Leguizamo, Patrick Swayze, and Leslie Snipes were all drag queens.
I have seen it. It's just been so long.
Right. The thing is like you got two of the most masculine men of the 80s, of the late 80s and early 90s in drag, and John Leguizamo, who looks like a He's a pretty man in that one. Whatever. But anyway, it's actually a pretty good movie, and no one really gave a shit. So the thing is, no one in general gives a shit until you make it antagonistic on purpose.
Thank you.
So when we watched, Shiro and I were watching Parks and Rec last night, right?
Okay.
Great show. She's never seen it before, so we're up to like season 3.
I haven't either. Yeah,
it's you actually would like it. It's really good.
It's a great show. Yeah,
it's a great show.
I hear it's really good, and I do love Chris Pratt, and I'd like to see him. He was in that, right?
Yes, he was in.
Yes, that's where he got his start. Yeah,
that's Chris Pratt and Chris in Parks and Rec was the most handsome I've ever seen him. Here's the thing, because everybody's like, yeah, being fit and fun and skinny. I like thicker guys. And when Chris Pratt was a thicker guy in Parks and Rec, I did not care. I was like, it's all about personality to me. If you're confident in who you are, and how he was on that show is how he is in real life. And that's what sells me. I don't care if you're
remember, he was my vote on the show we did.
Yeah.
He was my pick of like a great guy in real life and in Hollywood, the one that doesn't risk his integrity for stuff. So yeah, I'll have to see it. But go ahead. What was your point? You were watching.
So like when you get up to like season like 2 or 3, they do Pawnee's Woman of the Year, right?
Yes, I remember
and
that.
the main character is Leslie Knope, and she does all these things for like the Parks Department of Pawnee, Indiana. She created this, this foundation. She did all the community work. And her boss is a guy named Ron Swanson, who basically is like the world's best libertarian. And he doesn't give a shit about really anything about work, but he knows Leslie really likes doing community work. And so when they have their Pawnee Woman of the Year award, Ron Swanson gets it. And so he's just like, I don't really care because I don't like government, but I know that Leslie really wants this award. So I'm going to poke fun at her for a little bit and just make fun of like the fact that I don't really care about this award. And so when they get to the banquet, they're like, hey, why did you give a man a woman's award? She's like, we've been doing this for years, and frankly, no one gives a shit. But if you make a man, then everyone cares. Yeah. And like, okay, so that's the game. So I think that's really what the whole thing boils down to. That and basically a bunch of gay men that are at the top that hate women, that don't wear dresses.
I don't understand that though. You said a bunch of gay men that hate women.
Yes.
So. But I don't understand that because
every
woman's best friend is a gay man.
No, it's like, well, technically, if you're with him, he can't really steal your man. If your man, is heterosexual, you have technically a heterosexual relationship because it's still a man and a woman that talk and hang out with each other. So it fills that lock and key perspective. He can listen. Which guys, we really don't really give a shit unless there's something in it for us, or like you're dying. We usually don't really care, for the most part. So it's like you can do that stuff with him, but when it's time to lay down with somebody, you're gonna lay with the person you want, and your guy can do the other stuff that he's down with. But you get to hear all his stories because if you're a dude, there really isn't a point in being gay as a guy and in a relationship or married. Because all guys look and have wandering eyes. And if you're not fit or you're really, really into the guy that you're with, your eyes are going to wander. And so you're going to want to either having an open relationship or cheating on him or being perpetually single. So having a guy that's gay that could be effeminate or not, that's going to be perpetually single, you get to constantly be filled in on all the dirt, which means like, hey, oh my God, this is so juicy. I am so glad that I'm not out there doing all the things you do because that sounds like a lot of work. But for a dude, it's like, well, I mean, it's Tuesday. Or gay guys say it's Tuesday. So technically you're not really in competition to each other. However, but like gay guys at the top, it's like, well, I'm better than you. And I could have been a woman. I choose not to. I don't wear dresses, but it's like, I can demean you because I've seen y'all get in arguments with gay dudes and the insults I be hurling at y'all are like, God damn.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, y'all really take them to heart, but it's like, I mean, think about it. It's like this guy trying to put you down because he kind of wishes he could be you, and he thinks that he'd be in competition with you, the man that you try to go after.
See, I kind of see your point on that, but thankfully I have been blessed to have a good amount of gay men in my life who are sweet and great friends of mine. I've yet to meet, I want to knock on wood. I don't have any wood right. Oh wait, no, I do. But I'm thankful to not encounter that sassy gay guy yet. Because I know once I get there, it's like, okay, I'm going to be respectful and not engage in anything because he's just a drama queen. And I know the gay friends that I do have, will probably join me as well. Like, no, that person's trouble, a diva, just self-centered, and we will do our best.
That's the ones I mean those the really out there flame. You're like, ah, shit,
the
here
divas,
he comes around. That one, the divas. Those are the problems. Like usually, like one of my coworkers was gay. I didn't even know until he's like, man, there's some good looking nurses here, and I was like, but they're all gotcha.
Makes sense
cool.
now.
Yeah, he was totally cool. Him and his boyfriend is cool, but he was low key and chill about it, and there wasn't anything flaming or extra effeminate about it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm talking about the ones that are like out there with it. You're like, it's a lot of drama. Because I feel the same way about women that are like that are with the girlfriends. I'm like, shit. I'm like, do y'all have a chaperone that's not gonna be me because she's gonna get you into trouble? Like he's gonna get you into trouble too. That's what I mean. Yeah.
And they will cause a scene or create anything to make sure they look like trash and they're the shining star.
And they are very aggressive too. Like
God, yeah.
Philly was rough for me at certain points. Okay, when I started losing weight, the one thing you figure out when you start working out is guys will compliment you. At first, it's cool because you're in the gym when it happens. Like, bro, that was a nice set. I thought you needed help, but you totally did that set. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But it's like you go sit down at a cafe and a guy just looking like a meatball, just like smoking a cigar, ball with a gear. He looks over, he's like, God damn, you're fine. You're like, whoa, sir. First, hello, my name is Left Eye. You're like when women say men are jerks, we're like, yeah, it does not change. Like if they're gay and extra aggressive about it, you will know. So yes, we feel y'all when y'all say guys are ridiculous.
Yeah, guys can be ridiculous. Especially gay guys, but when I encounter those, I just stay away and I just stick with the real ones who like I know we can talk trash about that person together over mimosas. But I went to a gay bar for the first time a few years ago, and I was like a little weary about it. It's like I don't know how I feel about this, but it was like the best experience of my life. Didn't do anything crazy. The gay guys are buying me drinks left and right, and one of them braided my hair, and I was like, this is fun. I'll come here to hang out because like I didn't expect this to happen, and they were like the most genuine people I've ever met. They were just being themselves. Like, we want to braid your hair. I was like, okay, I have no problem with that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm getting roasted right now.
I wanted to get one question in. If you want to pick a good question, Shiro is got a heart out here in a few minutes. So I wanted to see if you wanted to give one of your questions before Shiro had to go. Left Eye?
Yes. Okay. So the link that I sent you.
Oh, yeah. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Un momento,
Okay,
por favor.
That is fine. I sent it to you and Canelli, whoever can bring it up first.
Let's see. Who can bring it up first? Oh, I got it. Right here. Okay. Let me share the screen. No, I don't want to try 3 months for free. Get out of here.
Okay, so honestly, it's just mainly the headline. You can hit the X on there. To try 3 months. There you go. Okay, so I heard about this. All right, so this lady left her fiance when she found out he had brain cancer. All right, so I'm not even gonna read it. I'm just gonna ask y'all first and foremost: fair or foul?
Foul.
Okay. All right.
That's it. I mean, if you leave your fiance after he has a diagnosis, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
I mean, I definitely agree. I know you're not married to that man yet, but the fiance thing is like, yes, you're my forever. I want to do this.
In sickness and in
we're gonna
health.
take
So what
some
does this
steps
mean?
to do it.
If you're not going to stick with him before you get married, if he had a brain cancer diagnosis after you got married, is it because you're married that you would stay because you gave the vow of in sickness and health? I mean, to me, in my opinion, nothing changed after Cannoli and I got married. It was just a little bit more permanent. I didn't feel like anything changed because I felt like we were forever anyway.
Yeah.
So I could never, even if it wasn't fiance, even if it was just boyfriend, I couldn't do that.
Well, so ego I feel like it's foul. And if something were to happen to ego, even now as we're married, like that would be my life. would be the end of my life? No, but that would be my life. And he sort of tends to feel the opposite. Like if that happened to me, just go, or I don't want to stick around when you lose your memory, like kind of thing. So
It's only because the Notebook ruined it for me. Okay.
I still have never seen The Notebook. I'm the
Don't
only
watch it. Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Never seen that movie. Is that crazy? Am I weird?
No, you're not weird.
I wish I never watched that movie. It gave everyone unrealistic romance standards.
Yes and no, but that romance does exist. I know that is out there. I probably will not ever experience it, but it's a good movie and it's a good book. Anyway, whenever you have time, go ahead and watch it.
All I'm saying is, guys never get to choose between two beautiful, equally successful women. It's only in the Notebook started the whole thing. Is like, oh my God, the starving artist who built me a dream home, or the dashing war hero that I nursed back to health. Like, who has?
Oh, he froze.
Like, who has these options? Good God, I can't stand this right now. I gotta fix this.
He can't see it. What is this one eye?
You know what? I'm gonna leave and come back. Hold on.
Yeah, I know, and you're frozen in a funny spot. Cannoli's gonna make a clip off of that one.
Ah, shit! It looks like I had a stroke. Okay, hold on, come back out.
That's ableist talk.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Yeah, I could never leave. I don't know. That seems terrible.
Yeah,
and I knew I had to leave him. Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm just too loyal. I was dating a guy, and when we first started dating, I don't know what I was thinking, but I had a terrible nightmare where I dreamt that he died in a car accident, and I woke up bawling.
Yeah,
I called him at like 4 a.m. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I had this terrible dream about you. And he's like, I'm still here. I was like, I know, but it was so real in my dream. Like,
it's terrible. It's terrible.
Just women can be so heartless. Like they think they're so entitled to those things that the men have to provide for them. And no,
that's
awful. I actually read something yesterday. Maybe this woman posted like her friend texted her, "Hey, I'm leaving my husband. Like, can you help me out with the hotel tonight?" And her friend was like, "Okay, I got you." And then she says, "But wait, what happened?" And this girl proceeds to tell her, "Oh, I'm leaving my husband. I can't take it anymore. He doesn't take me anywhere. This guy works 2 jobs and like provides for the family. The wife doesn't work." And she's like, "I'm going to get divorced because he doesn't take me out."
That sounds a little selfish to me. I mean, he's trying to take care of you, stupid. Do you not see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She said cancer was bad for her mental health. What about his mental health dealing with cancer and losing the woman he loves?
Exactly.
That's fair. Well, I don't know if y'all read the byline. She's running marathons in his honor.
I saw that. I read that too. I was like, this bitch.
What a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
I'm
doing Cancer Awareness Month by running for my fiance that I broke up with.
So ladies, then I have to. So the question I was mainly trying to do this was because I was trying to get a follow-up question because of course y'all are gonna stand by your man if it's that bad, okay? So let me ask you something. So what non-life-threatening ailment would make you leave your spouse or significant other? I already know why. I know there's one thing that if I had it, Shira would leave it instantly. And she'll say she wouldn't, but the minute I say it, she'd be like, shut the thing about it. Say I probably would.
I would.
Say it, Shiro. What is it?
I cannot do a micro penis or like.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say long toenails. Jesus Christ.
I have a fear, and then also like nothing romantically, no connection happens, and I'm like, so I wouldn't do it.
Connection, got it.
I wouldn't do it.
Wait, so you're saying? Rephrase the question again. I've had.
So I'm saying. So of course, we're not saying like he's gonna die, but he's like, I've been diagnosed with a micro penis. Like, are you like, you know what? I'm out. I can't do this. Or like, is there any ailment that you could think of that's non-life threatening that you're like, you know what? I'm out.
In defense to the micro penis, there are apparatuses out there that do accentuate certain things that you could still have a good time with your spouse. However, here's the thing. Let me just sum this up for you. Cannoli 2 years ago decided to almost die on me and needed IV antibiotics 3 times a day, and I had to empty his liver drain and give him showers for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And if I didn't leave him over that, I don't think there's anything I'd leave him over.
Yeah.
Oh, cheating, but that's not what we're talking about. But no, there's nothing.
Yeah, he asked for like non-ailment things.
Yeah, no, it would have to.
So to be fair, I wouldn't leave him for it, because if the moment I found out, like when we were initially dating, I'd have been like, yeah, no, thank you.
Well, dating's different, but so okay. So if all of a sudden I step away and come back, and she was ranting about micro P. So are you saying like if all of a sudden Cannoli woke up one day with a micro penis, would I stick around?
Someone abracadabra his dick. Yes.
Yeah, there's other things. I love him for more than just his penis.
It's good to know. There's also
he's my best friend, and we're high school sweethearts, so we have more than just that.
That's beautiful.
To be honest with you, because we were friends before we were lovers. So I would miss him as a friend. You can listen. There's lots of things. Have you ever been to Castle Boutique? It's fine.
What's that?
Fine. The only thing is halitosis might be a thing. If he woke up tomorrow with halitosis,
that'd be rough.
That would be rough. I don't know if I could handle halitosis. That would probably be a deal breaker for me.
Okay, that's fair.
You can't chew gum 24/7, but halitosis would be fucking rough.
Okay,
Melanie,
I was gonna tell Shira.
You got anything?
Probably if he developed schizophrenia, I probably would.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I had a friend during the Disney College program, and her parents got a divorce while we were doing our college program, and it was mutual. They loved each other, but he developed it, and it was out of his control. He loved her that much. He's like, no, like he's already attacked her at night. Like,
it's scary
because he goes into a deep sleep, and when he's in that deep sleep, he wakes up and not knowing he's disoriented. So he punched her once, and when he came back to his senses after medications, he divorced her for her own safety. So that's like, I respect that. Like the fact
I respect that too.
Yeah.
That, you know what I do? I
do
know
chronic flatulence. Yeah.
I do know of a situation where somebody had to separate. They didn't divorce, but they separated for their own safety, because that person was schizophrenic as well, and it was scary for the wife and the children.
Yeah.
You know what? I have to say that would be I would have to do the same. I'd have to protect myself and my child. So that does make sense. And I feel like that's a fair decision to make. Leaving your fiance after a brain cancer diagnosis doesn't help anybody. Yeah. You know what?
It does. And wouldn't you want to spend like his last moments with him when he is like lucid and stuff? Like, I just don't understand why you would.
So not only do you get brain cancer, but then your fiance leaves you. Like, how does that help you? And I feel like, I know there's a lot of things that we can't cure. It's in God's hands, and I respect that. But I do feel like our minds are very powerful, and we can help heal ourselves under the right situation. And having people around you that love you and support you, he had no reason to live.
Right.
Yeah. No, so, and what Shieldwall is saying, and I do see his perspective too, because I have family in the Army, or that's a service person, law enforcement. PTSD is a very real thing. And
that's true.
And that's I think that's a little different. I know schizophrenia can play into PTSD as well. It's different because the husband, my friend's dad, initiated the divorce because he knew it would be trouble. Like, it would just go down the.
I think PTSD is a little different. Yeah, I agree with you.
I feel like it works for him because people will start making up rumors like, well, he's abusing her and everything, and nobody wants that because people talk, and that's the awful thing about what we do. People are busybodies. And I know that Shira, I want to make sure like we're not keeping you, by the way. I don't know.
Yeah, you can tap out whenever you have to go, honey. It's totally fine.
Yeah, everybody's getting drunker. It's been 2 hours since
and you're missing out. And we don't want to keep you.
Go keep drinking.
And they keep like opening the door and all that.
Are you coming?
Kind of like you when I'm doing my streams. Okay, now you know how I be feeling, huh, honey?
Y'all, okay, before I go, do not let this man get a bigger head than he already has. He's not
Promise.
cool. He's a huge nerd, but he's really sweet. So
thank you
love
for
honey.
taking the time on your girls' weekend, Shiro. I really appreciate it. I love you, girl.
Bye, my love.
Thank you.
Love you. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
You too, babe. Bye.
All right. So I got 2 more questions then, if we got to. So me and Shiro watch what is it called? I think it's Love Island. It's kind of like 90 Day Fiance, where they just like, hey, I went on a trip to like Venezuela, fell in love with someone, and I'm gonna go visit them, right?
Right.
So one of these ladies is with a guy that's in the Cayman Islands, right?
Okay.
And she lives in Dallas, but she's a nudist, right?
Okay.
Like she's got an 8. She like walks around the house, no clothes on, but she's like, hey, I have an 8-foot privacy fence, and I'm just basically. She actually is a. I don't know if she's an esthetician or she works in the beauty industry, right? So she was like, yo, once COVID hit and shut it down, I couldn't actually work on anybody or else they'd revoke my license. So I started OnlyFans, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So I was going to say, if I'm going to ask y'all, what fetish that's like non-nude that you got paid for would you do an OnlyFans for? Like, because some women will do popping balloons, sitting on birthday cake. There's interrogation fantasies, there's claustrophobia, and there's queerophobia, which is like a hands fetish. So I'm like, would you have an OnlyFans for anything non-nude, and what would it be? Go on.
Please go.
I've sold feet pictures before.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I made $750 off of feet pictures, and it was non-nude. I had a strict rule: nothing above the ankle. And yeah.
Damn, I need to get Shiro back in here.
Hey, actually, Ego, there's a huge market for men's feet. So if you want to get in on that, it's all
no. I have feet like hands. No, thank you. There's
hey, dude, they will sell.
Hold on.
You can make money off these motherfuckers.
How many pictures and how much did you charge per picture? And how long did you do this for?
I did it for a month and a half. Maybe less than a month.
You made $750 in a month and a half for feet pics, and you told them nothing above the ankle.
Yeah, nothing above the ankle. Shield wall, like, I think you've known this before. Like, I sold feet pictures. My most paying one was like $375. It was a smash video. This person paid me to go buy a cake
and smash your foot in the. Yeah, some dudes are into that. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool. Made $300 some off of it. And I was like, all right, cool. Okay, so how I got into feet pictures is that trend started so fast. It ran rapidly. And when I was told this, like, there's no.
Was it an OnlyFans thing, or just like you just threw it on the online? Really?
No OnlyFans. No OnlyFans. Don't have an OnlyFans account.
Fansly, okay.
No. There is a website called feetfinder.com. It's a real website.
I blacked out.
What was the name of the
website? Feetfinder.com.
Dude, I could use some extra money. I would totally. After I get a pedicure, my feet look pretty good. I should try it.
If you take a video of you getting a pedicure, there's money there.
Of you getting a pedicure?
Yeah, men will pay for that, and women. Yeah.
I fart on cakes for cash.
Damn.
Yes, Beard of Liberty. Yes, they have value.
I blacked out.
And yes, as Joker lives in Vegas, he's seen it all. He's probably talked to some people who've gotten any one of them. But yeah, there's a market for feet, man.
I always thought about
Especially
that.
for men.
So we have a special guest who just couldn't stay out of He wanted to come in and help his dude out.
Oh, thanks, dude. Oh shit, I was about to black out. I'm
What
sorry,
is going
guys.
on?
Oh my, bro, I was going the whole
I
week.
don't.
I was go ahead.
What the hell? I'm listening in the background, taking notes. I hear feet pics and.
Dude, so I was like, so me and Shira, we watch Love Island all the time. It's basically a 90 Day Fiance, and they're like, hey, like I went to Venezuela, I met this guy, we're together, and I'm gonna go visit him, right? That's a show. And so one chick was like, I'm dating a guy that's in the Cayman Islands. However, he doesn't know that number one, he knows I'm a nudist. And he's like, I live in Texas and I have an 8-foot privacy fence. So I just walk around the house naked. But she was like, I'm also in the makeup industry. And when COVID hit, we couldn't really do any makeup or else we'd lose our license. So she's like, so I started an OnlyFans. And like, they show her doing shit like sitting on cakes or like walking around the house in an apron. So I'm like, yeah, it's a thing. So I was like, so hey, I'm not going to be weird about it. So I'm like, yo, what non-sexual fetish would you do for an OnlyFans? And like, they can be simple as like popping balloons because some dudes are into peakerism. It's a weird thing with popping shit, or sitting on cakes. And so that's when no one was just like dropped the bomb. I was like, I sell feet pics, and I always thought she was going to see the OnlyFans or fans that hit me with the two. When she hit me with the feet, I can't even say it.
I respect that a lot because I
man, I'm sorry
all the time about making a couple extra bucks. Why don't you just do an OnlyFans? And I don't know what the hell I would do, but if I could sell feet pics on a good day.
I mean, we do need.
Oh man,
those hearing aids you have aren't cheap.
They're sure shit not cheap.
I know. I just made my $200 payment. They're killing me.
Yeah. Now she can hear everything I say. You go, thanks, man.
Bro,
I can't get away with anything anymore.
Bro, you need to hack into her phone, get the app, and hit the mute button.
Just lower the volume on her ear. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I could hack that.
Be petty, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh man. So yeah, I was like, so they were telling me I should do feet pics. I was like, I'm trying to figure out, what fetish I would do for an OnlyFans. Oh god, it'd be weird if it were feet, but
there's a market for feet, especially for men.
People do like feet.
You know what I wouldn't mind doing is I know there's a fetish for watching people eat.
Yes.
What about eating cannolis? Just like feeding.
I mean, I'm pretty sure because it's an innuendo.
I wouldn't. That would just make people throw up.
Nobody
wants to see
like,
that.
Dude, bro, there's one.
I derail everything.
Bro, there's one for claustrophobia. Like you literally put yourself in a closet and you can't get out.
I'm claustrophobic. Like I would never pay to watch that shit. That's really weird.
It sounds weird to me too.
Yeah, that's really, really strange. I'm not. I remember that old cake farts on video on. Listen, you guys, I've gone through so many different things on YouTube that I've watched.
I got you, Steven. Watch out for it.
Let me tell you guys something about Cannoli's feet. They do look like Sasquatch feet, and he's got some gnarly toenails. So I don't know if
it would sell. Just let
what they say about big feet.
A gold mine right there, Cannoli.
We were actually talking about that yesterday at work, just the stuff that people do. So there's this one girl I follow on TikTok, and she has an OnlyFans, and she's a very, very large woman, and she just eats on OnlyFans and eats naked, of course, and makes a ton of money. But then if you watch My 600-Pound Life, people do that too. The women that have gotten so big, it's because men pay them to watch them eat.
There you go. We can do ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. I watch that stuff too. You guys, I'm weird with ASMR. I watch hair brushing videos, and
I remember you were telling me this in Vegas.
Yeah,
like,
I still do it. Cannoli doesn't understand. He'll be in bed and he looks over and he gives me a weird.
I've heard it sometimes. It's some weird shit, man. I don't get it.
What the heck? I've been drinking this. The second Truly I've had this whole stream. No one's paying me to drink.
This is my 5th margarita.
Yeah, she's gonna be shit faced later.
Bro, later. I'm glad Heroes off over doing that now. I'm like, I cannot take care of you tomorrow and do my stream either.
I'm shit faced right now. So, do you have another question, sir? Because I didn't answer, but I would do OnlyFans for feet and things that don't require me to be really nude. Like I have nice boobs, so I would probably do like an upper, like. I would wear like a nice bra or something. I would feel comfortable maybe showing a
little push-up bra or something.
Yeah. I could feel comfortable doing that. But and maybe eating ice cream or something. I don't know.
Eating ice cream?
Hey,
I don't
eating
know.
ice cream in a bra will sell.
See,
That is
but I
true.
feel like I could do something with the girls because I do have some boobs, so I would utilize them, but I would not be able to go topless.
Yeah,
It would weird me out a little bit too much.
you got to know your boundaries.
I don't know, but for the right price in your DM, man, it may make you question it.
Yeah, it's all about the price, but I got self-worth in me, so I know.
Me too,
Yeah.
and I have
I like
Cannoli
that.
Sasquatch in the other room who'd be like, he would be my manager on it. So, all right, Ego, what do you got?
All right, so we either got we've got romance, losing your speech, or one food has to go. Which one?
Whatever you want to do, we can do all three. I don't care. Bring 'em on.
Okay, so let's do this. One of these has to go. Bacon, donuts, tacos, or ice cream.
Bacon, donuts, tacos, or
Well,
ice
I'm going to answer that first because bacon, I'm a vegetarian, so that's easy. And tacos, I can make
Sacrilege.
vegetarian. So I would just say bacon. That's easy for me. Sorry.
Really?
Well, listen,
She doesn't eat it.
I don't eat bacon, but I can make vegetarian tacos. Donuts are delicious. Give me an apple fucking fritter any day, and I'll tear it up. And ice cream.
Ice cream's overrated.
See, Cannoli doesn't like ice cream. He does not like ice cream.
I like
No
it.
joke. I give you the qualifier on that losing your speech, bro. I got you. Nomi, what you got?
Donuts.
Huh? Really?
Well, tacos are part of my culture. It's like part of my food group. I can't.
Oh,
get
I'm
rid
in
of
San
that.
Antonio. We're doing tacos all day.
Yeah.
I love
gotta go for
tacos.
me.
I love and now they have so many good vegetarian options that I can tear tacos up. Cannoli, what did you say? Ice cream?
Yeah, ice cream. Well, yeah. Ice cream's trash.
Okay, all right.
You
all
keep
right.
that to yourself.
Well, what about
Mark.
gelato?
Gelato.
That's trash.
I kind of have to like gelato because
Whoa. Wait, left eye.
Gelato's trash. It's weird to me. I don't understand. I don't understand gelato. I only understand the point of gelato. I don't understand the point of
Okay,
it.
do you like-
fancy Italian ice cream.
So you don't like sherbet either?
Oh, I fucking can't stand sherbet.
Okay.
Being
fair enough.
homeschooled was like it's all we could eat. It's like I want Snickers, you're getting sherbet. I want Rocky Road, you're getting your sherbet. It was always that nasty ass green or orange sherbet. I am sherbet out.
Hold on,
okay?
Joker. Joker, wait, let's put that back up. There are listen, sir. There are good options, vegetarian options. Cannoli can back me up on this because he has eaten some.
I mean, I just tell you that to be nice. I mean,
I can attest to this.
Well, we were having Beyond Steak fajitas on Sunday, so I guess you need to find.
yeah,
another
but you
meal.
put enough ingredients. I don't know. I probably wouldn't tell the difference. Frozen custard.
I guess. I
Honestly,
mean,
I can mess with frozen custard.
Yeah. I love gelato though. Give me a coconut and mango gelato.
Ooh. Oh.
I'll eat ice cream, Steven. It's like I hate it. It's just
No, he doesn't like it. He really
I like
doesn't
food over sweets, though. That's why.
That's not true. Cannoli will tear up a good pan of keto brownies.
Yeah, because there's like nothing in them.
That's fair. No guilt. No guilt.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing in them. There's a stick of butter, you stupid.
Wow. Hey, we don't talk about that shit.
I don't identify as butter beanies.
Oh,
brownies.
you know what? All right, Shieldwall. There you go.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Good man.
Yeah, I like cauliflower tacos with bacon on them.
See, isn't that fun? You like the combination?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, Joker, wait a minute. So, yes, you're right. So, hold on. There you go. So, I didn't think this would be good. And I got sucked in on a Costco sample today.
Ew.
And I bought Beyond Steak and it was really good with guacamole.
That's Bill Gates trying to kill you, by the
Yeah,
way.
I was going to say.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I love the animals. I can't eat animals. I'm a friggin' weirdo.
I don't. I like because think of the Mayo. I'll go ahead and share about my heritage and my culture. I grew up on a farm. My grandma taught me how to kill animals. I know how to kill pigs and chickens, cows. I haven't done that yet, but that's how we were taught to economic crisis, and you need to kill that animal. This is how you do it. Yeah. So
Yeah, and I have respect for
love
that
it.
because that is people's lifestyles, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And I don't like begrudge people for doing that because I know that's what they're here for.
I love animals too, with honey mustard, a good seasoning rub on it.
Let's
Listen,
face
the joke. The
They
joke
were
is,
put on Earth to eat. Let's just face
the
it.
joke
Come on.
is that I make the family's Thanksgiving turkey every year. My daughter always wants a steak on her birthday, and I don't begrudge anybody for that. I just can't eat meat, and I'm not a PETA nut. I'm not like, oh, save the animals. I just don't prefer to eat them, but my family does, and I'm okay with that.
How
So
long have you been a vegetarian?
16 years.
Wow. Okay, that's commitment though. Okay.
So in the beginning, when I was 6 months pregnant with my daughter, who's 15 now, I gave up red meat because I saw something about cows on the news that really bothered me. And when you're pregnant, your hormones are crazy. So I stopped eating cows, red meat. And then about 2 years into my journey, I decided to stop eating turkey and chicken as well. So maybe 15 years.
Yeah,
14
whatever
years.
she wasn't eating, I made up for it. So
Yeah, we
You
know
know,
we had the liver
conservation.
drain conversation earlier.
yeah, that was the old me though.
All right, what's next, Left Eye? Let's go.
All right. So I'll listen for Joker's gonna say it was about him. I was gonna say if you lost your speech and could only choose an animal sound to communicate, what animal are y'all choosing?
Oh wow!
You can't talk, but you could only communicate as an animal.
What's the loudest talking obnoxious noise animal you can find?
Rooster. A rooster.
A rooster.
Wow.
Wow.
They're annoying and they wake people up, so it would be a rooster.
Okay. All right.
That's okay.
I'm just
She can
gonna
eat
do
whatever she wants on
She's
the
eating Ruffles.
Would you want to hear me eat my chips, Shilwal?
Ooh,
Not for
that would
free.
be
Tell them not for free. Say not for
ASMR.
free. Not for free. Not for free. Not for
I
free.
know, not for free.
If
It's a
you were
price.
in prison, wait, hold on. I want to do that question.
Wow.
If you were in prison and they asked you for your last meal, what would it be since you're vegetarian? That's a really good question.
Beans.
No. Probably, dude, I tore up some sofritas tacos from Chipotle last night and they were
those are good.
delicious.
Those are pretty good.
Maybe probably some tacos.
Hmm.
Some sofritas tacos from Chipotle. They were pretty good. Or a good contender is a Beyond Burger from Carl's Jr. with extra pickles. Oh, listen, you guys can all eat your meat. I'm not telling you anything different. I'm not against people who eat meat.
Oh, here you go, Naomi. Here you go. You got a person who wants to give you some money for crunching.
I need to see that
There you
super
go.
chat first.
Yeah, you gotta like whatchamacallit? PayPal, or whatever the hell you could send that to.
Yeah, let me put it in the chat.
Do it.
Sorry if I'm shilling on your stream there.
This is history.
No,
right
you're
now.
good. You do whatever you want. I told you. This is a laid back stream. I'm 5 margaritas in. You're eating.
We could do
Ego what?
I could do Southern Housewife ASMR.
Oh my God, Cannoli does the shittiest ASMR, and
Oh, it's
anytime
the
he does it, he
worst
sounds
ever.
like a Southern woman.
Yeah, I don't know why that accent just comes out. but-
Let's see.
It's all right.
So
It's
what
natural.
was the question was if you couldn't talk and you had to sound like an animal, what animal?
Nice.
Oh, thank you. We're at 30 likes. Woohoo! Ego, take your shirt off.
That was the whole point.
That's 50 likes, guys.
Oh shit!
Sheesh.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
Here,
I didn't do any
also-
push-ups
also
at
some
all.
skin. Well, let's see. If I could sound like any animal, I don't know.
Wouldn't it just
I mean, dogs don't really. I mean, I guess I want to bark like a dog.
dogs pout and cry and bark. So I mean, you'd have like a bark for every situation you want to be in.
New York strip steak medium with steak fries, bacon wrap, asparagus.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
a way
like
to
you
go
haven't
out.
thought about that, Joker. Jeez.
That
All right,
sounds.
let me ask.
Here we go. There you go. If you want to hear her
Wow.
chew on some chips, there you go.
Wow, it's going down.
Let's see how fast we can get a 20 on there for her.
Or
That's
I
how we
will
get
be honest with
monetized.
you, as a vegetarian, I would also do like a really good New York style cheese pizza dipped in ranch.
Ooh, yes.
Whoa. That
I
might
could
take
do
the
a
ranch
good
part
slice
out.
of pizza. Can I just tell you, fuckers?
Whoa.
Let me tell you something. Sorry,
We're getting spicy for sure.
She's getting tipsy.
So
Fifth Mark.
when we were on Fremont Street, Cannoli and I just wanted some pizza. It was $62 for an 18-inch cheese pizza.
Holy shit.
So we had to get 4 slices of pizza for $30. Ever hear a male peacock cry?
Yeah.
You know what? I might.
Yeah, she
wanna
does
talk-
every day.
Oh.
I don't know what animal I would be. I'm not really sure. Probably goats are cute. Oh no, sheep.
Goats. His ego stroking his dog.
Yeah, it's just you ever more pets you have, you might find one's the smart one and one's the not so smart, and he's the not so smart one. So
Aw.
That's
he's
all
just here. He's looking for mom. So I'm just like,
oh
yeah,
Mom ain't here.
yeah. They know. Oh, they definitely know. Like, why are you still here?
Get out of here, man.
All right, so I don't know. Maybe I guess I would just be a dog. I don't know what other animal I would be if I couldn't talk.
Yes, it is.
Yes, angry Canadian. Everything's expensive.
It's not a cheap place to go.
Except for there was
not
a
at all.
couple restaurants towards the end of Fremont that were very affordable. I would
That's
say.
why we need that OnlyFans money, feet money. To go.
There's money there.
I might have to lose.
That's how I funded my trip to Las Vegas, guys.
I don't blame you. I do
Yeah.
not
Don't
blame
blame
you at all. At all.
Actually, it probably did. It was probably. Oh, sorry. Hold on. It was probably being sold in the back of the pizzeria.
I couldn't believe it. And it was like $68 if you wanted pepperoni on it. It was fucking ridiculous. I could
Whoa.
not believe how
Which
much.
pizza place did you guys go to?
It's dough, sauce, and cheese.
It was literally right on Fremont. Yeah, it was
Okay.
really stupid
Because
idea.
me, Carolyn, and Max von Priestley, Nadia and Chris, and the photographer that was there, John.
Yeah.
We went to the Evil Knievel pizza place, and that was really good. That was legit.
Wait, where did you go?
The Evil Knievel pizza.
Pizza.
It was
Where did
good.
I want to go, Cannoli?
There was 15,000 people in there. It was on a Thursday
There,
night.
there was a lot of people, but we made it work, and I stole a table. So
Nice. See, that's
yeah.
we needed her with us to just beat people for a
That's
table.
what we did wrong. That's what we did wrong.
Do we decide all the animals now? Is that what we did?
Oh,
Dog?
I
Oh,
didn't
sorry,
say
Nomi, go
anything,
ahead.
But I said I'd be a whale because I will just echo sound my thoughts into yeah.
All right, I
I'd-
changed
I'd-
mine to a dolphin. Wait, do penguins
Dolphin?
make sounds? Because that's my spirit animal.
They go.
I mean,
Penguin.
I'll be a penguin.
he goes like, really?
Okay, all right. They're dressed snazzy as is. Okay.
Look, I have a stupid one back there too, right there.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
She's sitting there
she's
waiting
a-
for a
she's
treat.
waiting for the show to be over to get mom.
No,
Yes.
she's waiting for a treat. She didn't know
No,
if
she's
was
waiting
gonna
for
get
you.
Aw.
She's a little slow.
Oh my goodness, guys. All right.
I still haven't seen
All
any Venmo
Cannoli,
payments coming in.
Yeah, what's the
but-
next question there, buddy?
All right, Sue. The other thing I was gonna say is, all right. So I know that there are women that get all kinds of surgeries, and for the most part, women are like, okay, right? Is there any surgery a man can get that you're like, no? Like if he was
Breast
like,
augmentation.
no, I'm saying like Cannoli, if you were like, Mrs.
Oh,
Cannoli
okay.
Sasquatch, I want calf implants.
Oh.
I would let him get
yeah.
a nose job.
Penile. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, she's.
I was really praying when I was pregnant with our daughter that she wouldn't have his nose.
I do have a large nose.
I mean,
do have
come
a
on.
large
You see
nose.
on the screen which nose should a girl get, mine or his?
He's not wrong.
So
I really can't be mad at
the
her
only
about that.
surgery I would let him get, I don't know though, because his face is kind of big. So or his head.
Well.
You're a big dude. I don't know if nose.
You see the
He
abuse
doesn't
I
really
grew-
need anything because he's perfectly proportioned for his body.
Now I am that I've lost 150 pounds.
All right.
That's a good
So-
question. I don't
yeah.
think there's any surgery.
Like he's like,
Ooh,
yeah, I want
maybe-
ab implants.
Pectoral implants. You can get some nice pecs.
You,
Okay,
you
there
say
you go.
you're okay with all of those. Like there's no one like, hey, don't do that.
Listen, I'm to the point where if Cannoli wants to do something to make himself feel better about himself, I'm not going to love him any more, any less. Whatever he wants to do, I don't really give a shit. Because, listen, if y'all saw the picture on Twitter today, I've loved him since then. So,
not even a
That's
BBL.
real love.
Cannoli, can you pull that picture? Can you pull that picture up?
Oh God, no! Why does
Pull that
anybody want to
stupid
see
picture up of you today, and I've actually loved
Why
him
would
since
anybody
then.
want to see that?
Well, I want the people to know what I'm talking about.
Nobody wants to see me.
Yeah,
Nobody-
we need to see
nobody-
what you look
Well,
like when
you're on the stream, so we already
So
having
I
that.
loved him since then. So why would I? I mean, look at him now. I've
That was
stuck with him for 20 years, 25 years.
I look like I ate myself. Right now.
No,
Bro, I thought you had a man bun for like 5 seconds.
It's the hat.
I was like, I saw it. It took me 10 seconds. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, that's
well,
the hat.
that's how really big I am. Everything's just that small.
It's
But yeah,
the New
there
York
you go.
hat.
So you know
Yep.
what? Let me ask you guys a question then, because I want the male perspective on things.
No.
What would you allow your women to do plastic surgery wise that you would be okay with?
I mean, it don't matter because she's probably gonna do it anyway. So I mean,
wouldn't do it without cannolis. Okay, to be honest with you.
So I've met couples who the wife wanted to or got surgery after the baby, and it was like a tummy tucks.
Yeah, it was the mommy makeover.
That, yeah. But it's like, I mean, for the most part, I was like, I don't see why you need those because I'm not telling you to get them. And I would ask why you feel the need to have it. I was like, because you've gone this long without having it. What do you think it's actually going to do?
Point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what about yourself? Like, what about your self concept? Is it healthy enough to feel like you need to get it? I was like, ultimately, it's like if you want to do it, that's fine. It's just, I'm not asking you to do it. I'm not putting you in a position where you feel the need that you should do it. But babies, I understand it's different. Like the Mike Williams joke of y'all looking at the baby and looking at high school pictures, like, look what you did to me. Like, that's funny, and I get it, but I don't understand why someone would want to get the mommy makeover after the baby. Because I can't fight that. So I mean, the mommy makeover, I'm okay
with women,
Yeah, that's fine. I just feel like, well, hey, I want to get, I don't know of any other ones you'd want to get. It's like, I mean, I know it'd be funny if I told you, she was like, hey, look, honey, I want to get that surgery that makes me like 3 inches taller. Like, I don't know if y'all heard about that.
I've heard of it.
I heard about
that, yeah. I'm like, I'm under 5'8". Sign me up, bro. Like,
I want to get to 5'10".
Right. Like, women are like, man, you don't need to do this just to impress a girl. I'm like, I've seen how y'all talk about guys that are under 5'8". Okay. It would absolutely be a thing that if you're a single guy under 5'8", if you're not going to be jacked or a doctor, you might need this bone lengthening surgery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, that's the only thing that as a guy I would have gotten or thought about getting if I were single.
I support you, Ego. I support you.
I appreciate that. My over 5'9" brethren.
I can give you a few inches.
I
meant height. I mean, like, not, And again,
that
shirt
cost.
Shirt you're wearing, I'm just saying.
I mean, if you did have a micro penis, it would have been a deal breaker for Sheila.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. I know. Yeah, I would say, it just like if like the lips. If she was like, I want to do the whole lip injection, like, don't do that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you can look like you're walking around like a bee sting. Like that would bother me if you want to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
what would you want me to do, Cannoli?
Nothing. You are just perfect the way you are.
And good night, everyone.
Okay.
I don't like my legs. I'd like to get my legs like I don't know.
What do you do with your legs?
I guess
what do you do with your legs?
Shaved down. I don't know. I don't like the way they look. They're a little.
Well, you got Sasquatch legs. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess that wraps it up for tonight. We've had our questions. We've had our fun. We've had all of our.
Naomi's got to go make money eating Ruffles into her microphone.
No one's sending me the funds. I'm just hanging out.
Why? Yeah, it's because it's live. Off camera, be like, hey, so what you got for $20?
Yeah, people don't want
listen,
offline.
Nomi's Twitter is in the description. So if you guys want a private session of chip eating, hit her up on her Twitter.
Well, she put her info in here too.
Yeah.
Venmo.
Yeah,
my Venmo is out there.
Joker. Your number one fan is watching from her bedroom, I'm sure. My daughter is Joker's number one fan.
Oh,
She just loves Joker. She loves him. So
He is a great guy. Like he and I
is.
had dinner last week after y'all left.
Oh,
and
good.
We had a great time. It was,
Yeah.
it was fun. And I went to the bar because y'all took
Mhm.
off without me. You left me talking to this
Hey,
raccoon. Didn't know who he was, but he was so nice.
I have two words for you, Nomi.
What's that?
Raccoon head.
Yeah, raccoon.
Wow.
You didn't know who the heck that guy
You had to be
was.
there, Ego. You had to be there.
I missed out. I must have had to be there for that one.
Yeah, I'm just broadcasting to the world, like Raccoon Head, wherever you are. Like, I didn't get your name, so
Come back
I'm
to
so
us,
sorry.
Raccoon Head.
Yeah,
Come
just
back to
Raccoon
us.
Head. I've looked through the photos that's been posted. I cannot find this guy. He is nowhere
Man
to be
down.
found. And even in videos, like there's no video of him.
I know it was almost like he didn't exist, but I saw him with my own two eyes.
Well, we were all
Okay,
drinking
good.
pretty heavily, so.
Smoking guy.
I don't think I ever talked about smoking bike. He was there, but like.
Well, here's the funny thing. So when Drunk 3PO posted his smoking guy video, I'm in the back there, like waving.
Oh, yeah,
and then
I saw
was
that.
texting on my phone, but I don't know what the joke is about smoking guy. I don't even know who this guy is.
So there's a photo of Chrissy and Jay. Chrissy's like bent over, like her back arched like that, and then Jay's signing something on her back, and it looked something different.
Okay.
And he's in the background leaning against the wall, and he's like smoking, and he's just judging them. So that's the trend, or that's the.
It's
viral
definitely
picture.
a meme that's going around. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So I guess we have hit our.
Let Ego go first because his dogs are trying to kill him, so he wants to bounce.
Yeah.
But,
I'm sorry, guys.
Ego-
I gotta.
No.
these dogs-
Shout yourself out, man. What do you got coming up before you go?
Guys, I've got the Heroes No Case podcast with me and Abomination AJ tomorrow, and I'm working on a few things that are going to be coming up the next week, and possibly I'll work on the next video dance that we'll do. Still taking requests for that, by the way, in DMs or email or Twitter. So y'all let me know. Sorry, guys, I gotta bounce out because I gotta take care of these dogs.
Did I see
No,
you
you're
again,
okay.
Ego?
Thank
All right.
you. We appreciate
Yep.
it.
Bye, hon.
Catch you guys.
buddy. Sorry, bud.
That was fun. I like hanging out with him.
Yeah, no,
Ego's
it was a good time. It was definitely a different stream than we're used to. Two of our regular co-hosts were out tonight, but you guys pulled
Nomi
it.
killed it.
Yeah,
I do my best to
Oh, you killed it.
finesse everything for you guys.
Well, I've been wanting you on the podcast for a while, and it's hard when it's only once a month. And usually
Yeah.
we rotate the male. Well, not the male guest. Who do we rotate? I don't even know.
I don't know
So
what you're-
I'd love to have you on more, but it was super fun. And
What she's saying is we'll have you on again for sure.
Of
yeah, that's what
course.
I'm saying.
Hit me up. I'm always open. I'm as you saw earlier today when you reached out to me. It's like, yeah, like I can ditch the other guys. Like I don't.
I
give
was
a-
so grateful.
I love the other guys. I told them like, hey, Mrs.
Yeah.
Cannoli needs my help, and I need
That's
to,
nice.
I need to pull through for her.
We were
but yeah,
very
no,
appreciative. Yes, thank you so much for
Yeah,
lending
thank
Nomi
you
to us.
again.
And so I guess next week we Cannoli, where are we at next week?
Well, let Nomi shout herself out first, and then we
Yep,
will go ahead.
you're right. Thank you.
You got coming up, lady.
let's see. Tomorrow I will be screaming into the void with Samuel the Infamous, 4
Nice.
p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Monday I will be on Legion Gamers talking about Game of Thrones because we're leading up to the new season of House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And then next Thursday, I will be on the Rogue Attraction with Tom for its 90s nostalgia, y'all, and our special guest, Dan Basque.
Yes,
Oh, wow,
I want to
awesome.
watch that. I love him. We spent several nights like just watching all of his covers. We really enjoy him.
Yeah, Dan Vast is
Yeah,
awesome.
he's really great. Yeah, he's an amazing guy. I was like, man, I can't wait to hang out with him. It's gonna be a blast.
That's a good get. No, he seems like a
Yeah, he's
really
a good
good
dude.
guest. I'll definitely be tuning in for that.
Of course, we'll love to see you. I'll be in the live chats. But what do you guys
she'll
got going on? Oh,
only 2 hours. This is way too short. I know. I'm sorry. We try not to keep everybody for 6 hours.
Yeah, but I was on Roman's show last night, and it was like what 2 hours. He's like
2 hours.
hard stop at 2 hours, and
You
it was
have
like
to understand his
Romans go like 4 usually.
They
so.
go 4 hours.
But
I
I get
usually fall asleep if Cannoli's on a stream with Roman. I usually fall asleep before.
That's because Roman's
you
directions
just
are
say
terrible.
good. Yeah, you just say good night before he goes on the stream.
Yep.
Basically.
I'm like, good night.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow. So
Yeah.
All right, Cannoli, go ahead.
Oh no. So let's see. What are we doing? Monday we'll be back with Mischief Mayhem movie with Steve Ransom actually is our guest with White Bear Vex. We're doing Gran Torino, so we're going to be reviewing that, and then Cannoli Connection with Mrs. Cannoli and I will be back with Hypnotic on the 19th of May. So we'll look forward to that. And
Aren't we on a show on the 12th?
We are. Oh my God. Yeah. Troy Perselli. We're on a show with him on his next Friday show at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'll shout all this out on Twitter on the community page. Just look out for it. And yeah, thank you all for showing up. Chat was great.
Yeah.
Of course, Nomi, thank you so much again.
Glad to be here. Next time I'll be on this stream with you guys, I'll eat pickles instead of chips.
I friggin' love pickles. Ask anybody who knows me. I love pickles. Good night,
Pickles are
Gandalf.
great.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, no, I will tear up a pickle or 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
pickles
do
are
we'll do an ASMR pickle stream.
Yeah. Then for sure the Venmo needs to be on there.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Oh, but it was a blast. Thank you so much for hosting me tonight, guys. I enjoyed being with y'all.
It was fun. Thank you so much for helping us out. I appreciate it. So, Cannoli, if you want to end the stream.
Yes, we will see you next time, and thank you. Bye-bye.